I think that was nice, that dinner. A nice dinner that was. I'm talking to myself, talking to myself. For the sick, did I'm talking to myself. Two on. No, none on and two thumbs up. What the fuck's that work out? How could there be two on when there's only two? There's no two thumbs up. So where's the two people? Oh, Paul Sykes must be talking with them. Must have popped in the fucking see idiot face. Tell Paul not to call him. Tell Brian. Jimmy, tell him I'm not a nonce. Paddy Conroy was fucking hilarious. I hope Paddy, you're watching. I seen you and Bull last night. The rerun it today, seen it. Funny as fuck, Bull. He's funny as fuck. Proper intelligent lad. You need to talk. He's fucking not stupid, him like. So there's like three of us together now, three wise men. Big Brad, Paddy, and Bull, the three wise men. I'll have to do a live, the three of us. Three wise men. We'll fucking destroy them lot. They're pissants then. We've all been in proper battles, fucking allegedly gun battles, shootings, fucking stabbings, in for murder, what for fucking conspiracy to murder, fucking running the town, running the fucking the show where we live. All been in for massive things. So if you haven't been in trouble, if you worked the doors like 30 years, you've never been in trouble, it shows you're fucking wrong, because you have to get in their fights. You have to be a hard, tough guy to be on the door. So I know too, there's that other daft cunt, SW, who's the fucking puppet master, string pushes all the buttons, sneaky, slimy little cunt he is. Looks like a vampire, the cunt, like a creepy vampire, you know, like Nosferatu. There was one years ago, and there was an old black and white one, and he come on, he's like that, big long nails, like fucking daft fucking ass, another divvy. Worked the door 38 years and never got locked up, never went to jail, never in a fucking gang fight, never been shot, never been stabbed. Fuck off, it's impossible. Especially in them days, 20, 30 years ago, people were fucking mental. No gang was just jumping you for fun. But it was the main thing. I would go and beat a doorman up, like 5 or 6 doormen. I'd rather get 10, 15 lads to come around and beat you up. They couldn't do that with us because we were like all top fighters. And we didn't have just one door, we had loads of doors. But like I said, just a Dumbledore. We didn't live in this area. We lived right on the other miles from us. And like I say, no one ever went into the Kirk ever and put Lee Duffy out. That's my mum's life, and she's 78, 79 coming up. No one ever went there and put Lee Duffy out of a pub. What a load of fucking shite. Everyone knows, everyone's laughing at them. Wait a minute, this is 30 odd years ago. Well, why has no one come forward with it? Who's running with it? Let me think. Is it John Blake Publishing, one of the best book companies in the country? Is it Penguin, the best company in the world? Is it Lee Welty, the best man in the whole of Britain? Matt Legg will tell you, Norman Buckland will tell you, Joe Egan will tell you. Lee Welty, right, knows more about all the top fighters it's ever been since the beginning of fighting. He's done all the books, all the top lads. They've been to his house, he's been to London with him, he's stayed with him, he's been all over with him. He knows every top fighter. And he's doing my book, right? His books are fucking exceptional. The paint, the covers and everything are brilliant. Now, he was picked. There's a special book company when you're an author. If you're a really good author, what happens is you get picked for the show, something called like the London something show, where all the books go in. And where these books go, they're only books where the people who read them are top quality authors and people, top like book companies. So like John Blake Publishing, them, like one of the biggest, they're probably the biggest in the country. But Penguin are the biggest in the world. Lee Welty's worked for both of them. He's best friends with all the fucking John Blake Publishing. He knows them all. He knows he can phone them up today, tonight, tomorrow to speak to him because he knows his stuff. He's fucking clever. So when he tells me, I'll say, I don't know that fighter, Lee, and he'll go, oh, yeah, well, he was Brian. He was like, say, like you, but maybe 10%, a little bit, not a heavier puncher, maybe not as fit as you, but still a good fighter. He'd tell you, oh, it'd be this fight or that fight. And he knows them all because he's done the books on them all. So when a divvy cunt like fucking tinfoil comes along and starts writing books about people called Paul Sykes and saying he's a top fighter, no, he was a top rapist, he was a top wrongman in jail, he's a top fucking bully. That's what he was. So just please, those people out there, Don't contribute to books that have been written about people's misery where they've been raped as children. This book has gone on about Paul Sykes, Jack the Ripper, Silence of the Lambs, all these weak and pedo horrible cunts. Don't buy the books. Why don't you and you fuck off, you divvy? Are you fucking mental? You're sniffing glue, aren't you? Why don't you shake hands? We've already tried that fucking 6 times. We've already had the church leaders go to the church and do it all. Whatever you're talking about, this daft cunt, you're talking shit. Absolute shit. We've done all that. We've shook hands with them. 10 minutes later, they're trolling us. Don't even think about all that shit. Absolute shit. Talking absolute shite. You've never been in it. But when your wife's getting fucking threatened to be raped, then come back and tell me. When your house getting petrol bombed, and then fucking come back and tell me. When your house is getting fucking bricks through and missing your wife's head by inches, then fucking tell me what you think about it. When somebody's petrol bombing your house and blowing your car up with fucking petrol bombs, then you can tell me about making friends with someone. You haven't got a fucking clue. And then threaten to rape my wife while I'm in hospital, while I'm in a hospital bed, paralysed to the neck down. You fucking, yeah, we'll see how you fucking stand there, right? Threaten to rape your fucking mum, dig your dad's grave up, fucking pour petrol on my dad in the grave and burn him in the grave. Yeah, you fucking, and laughing at my brother who got raped as a child and got killed himself, hanged himself, laughing at my brother hanged himself because he got raped. You fucking, and you shake hands with the cunt then. Absolute fucking shit. People want to keep their noses out unless they know what they're talking about. My wife was nearly killed with the cunts, petrified, had a 2 mental breakdowns to him. And you want me to shake hands with that fucking piece of shit who's laughing at 13 and 14-year-old kids being fucking raped? Are you for serious? Are you just like him, or is it you yourself? You that cunt? It'll be you again, you little divvy cunt. Shake hands. I wouldn't put my hand anywhere near the dirty, filthy bastard. He fucking stinks, pisses himself and everything on the bus. He fucking reeks, the fucking cunt. No, he's shiting himself. See what's happening now is that's him. All day he's been texting me stupid things going, they're coming to get you, Brian. Karma's coming around. No, karma's coming around. You silly cunt. Because no one's buying your books. No one's doing the books for you. He's just knocked you back. Henry Wharton, his brother Billy's told you, go and fuck yourself. They're not doing any documentary with you. They're not doing any book with you, nothing. You've also been told by the people who do Western Ed Pictures, there is no fucking Paul Sykes movie. It's been going on now 8.5 years. You've been telling everyone. One lad said, oh, every fucking 6 months he's filming down Wakefield. The people of Wakefield won't allow it in Wakefield. They've already talked to the authorities in there, the councillors and all the other people, and they're going to sign a petition not to have a film made down there. That's what they're going to do, the people there. Dale Brennan Hyde's already got this sorted with his family, his mum and his dad, and all the people, all the boxes and the fighters from there are all going to come out with pots and pans and bang like fuck in the street, beat the cars. They're all fuming because that site's great. Loads of kids in that area and loads of people still have the memories of him spitting in their faces, going and spitting in their faces and beating them up in school fields and raping kids in schools, pulling them in the bushes and doing all sorts of them. It's been done. But 25 different offences down there in the Wakefield newspaper by Bernadette Featherstone, prosecution barrister for the, I don't think she was a barrister, she was like, yeah, they are barristers in magistrate stuff, so they're barrister in there, and they tell them what type of jail to get. She said, you've been charged for 25 different offences, urinating in Bob the Builder's playground where the little children were playing, 3 and 4, 5, 6-year-old with the mums and dads, urinating in the street in front of an 8-year-old girl and threatened to kill her when she was frightened to death when he was pissing with his thing out. Then he was charged for that. Then he was charged for pulling these things on, flashing to his kids in the street. He was also done for walking in the shops and pissing all over the bread in the shops, going up to people, going under pound. They wouldn't give it. He was going spitting in the faces. Do you really think that Peter Wakefield are going to want to fucking listen to that shit? That fucking beast. He used to get kids. He used to come in the place in jail, and he was on, like Paddy said, we're on A-wing. I think it was a Bull said the other night he was a fucking proper Roman. He said he used to get them on the A-wing and put them in the fucking cell. Take it. One lad come on last night. He said he'd done it to my mate. He raped my mate. He grabbed him in the cell and he said he locked him out and fucking raped him in the cell and give him a half ounce of baccy. That's what he was. Paul Sykes was a pure rapist to children. Paddy Conroy wouldn't lie about something like that because obviously he's been blamed things like that even though he hasn't done it. So he's not going to say something about someone when he knows how bad it is to pretend He wouldn't pretend. So he hasn't pretended. He's told the truth. Paul Sykes was a big, dirty, horrible bully, forcing people into having sex. Forcing, raping them. You know, like some people where you don't have to rape and pull the trousers down to do it. So you get your clothes off now and I'm going to give you it. And they just do it because of that frightening. That's what Paddy was on about. They would just take the clothes off some of them and just let them fucking BUM them. And he was going, oh, yeah, no one could get away with that. And I said to Paddy, you know yourself, how many of you out there who got raped in a cell, like a young lad, say 20-year-old, 22, 24, 25-year-old, got raped off something like Paul Sykes, who overpowered you and raped you. Would you go in the ring and say, I've just been raped? Let everyone know you've just been BUM'd. You've been embarrassed. A lot of people were too scared to do it. I mean, anyone being raped, go straight to the authorities, get these kinds of charges. There's no such thing as grassing a fucking rapist. No such thing as grassing a grass. So if someone's raped you, you'd be a bit thingy to say it because you think, everyone's going to think, maybe I asked for it. Because women are the same when they get raped. You know, it's terrible, but they go back and what they do instead of going to the police station and getting the stuff, what's inside them, the sperm and everything, they go in the bath and wash it all out and clean themselves out and put fucking all sorts in the bath, so then they can't get the DNA because they're embarrassed and they feel dirty that the person's done it. So if you're a young boy and somebody's put that up your backside, you'd want it out. So why would you go and say, oh, I've been raped and all that? Couldn't you? The other ones would use it against you, and you'd be embarrassed to go in the ring to tell people you're being degraded. But then you get these horrible cunts like the tinfoil going, have you been bummed last night? And just take the piss out of them. And that's why people wouldn't say nothing, because they'd be even scared to do it, because they don't want to be walking around the town. Oh, you got raped off such and such. You got raped off. So be all over the town, people talking. And that's why they get away with these rapists, because people haven't got the courage to go forward because they're dead. And like you say, these fuckers get off with it. They manipulate the people, frighten them for having sex. But especially in jail, it's known for it. Known for people doing it. The kids in jail. I remember one tried to do it to a kid, and I fucking grabbed him in the yard, and I threatened to get his face cut off with a fucking. It wasn't a standing knife. It was a blade with a toothbrush you made, and you couldn't cut them out. But this lad used to do. He was only about fucking 5'4", and he used to have a blade, and he'd go up. It used to cost you about three subattacks or 4 subattacks. You go up, and just go right down the face like that, with it right down there, chip them, right down here. He was up for about 16, section of 18s, wounded with intent. So what they used to do is to wait for them going on the phone, and when they talk on the phone, the missus to go, and they'll walk past, and they'll have like something like they're carrying something there, so they can't see the face with cameras. They might be carrying like some clothes or something like that, or a bag or something. Go to the gym, like your gym bag, and walk through past the camera, and just go, cut him. But they can't see who's on there. But then they'll just drop the fucking thing in there. The tape will be on the tape, so you hand fingerprints on it, and just drop it in and walk off. And it just, the face just goes like that. Oof, wide open, especially when you're cutting, you start screaming, and the whole face just opens up right down there. Oof, blood's everywhere. The fucking scream, they're screaming like fucks, so the heart goes pumping more. Blood's everywhere. So everyone's chaos, and the lad just walks back to his fucking pad. He's in his cell, back in the cell, away from it. Or you give the bag to someone else, so someone else has got the bag right down the other end of the hall. It's all set up in jail. You get them shucking them waters. The nonsense, what they do is they have them waiting, or they get red hot butter, put it in a bowl of red hot water, and they throw it on them so it sticks to the face. It's called napalm. They used to do it in Vietnam. They used to have petrol and sugar in the petrol, and they would drop it on the Vietnamese, and it would stick to the clothes and stick to the skin, so they'd burn like fuck. Terrible weapon it was used for. But that's what they do in jail to these pedos, dirty bastards. And you know what? I hope the cunts get, every one of them get it. I hope, even being a Christian, mate, one thing I can't abide by is a fucking pure dirty Roman that's doing things to children. Because my brother got raped at 5, 6, 7-year-old, and he got raped when he was about 12. No, about 13, 14-year-old, he got raped in there. Medlemsley, I think it was called. There was Durham way. He was in there for 2 years, and they raped him in there, the dirty bastards. Helen Janice, are you all right, love? HG Helen Janice. I love to use too. Emma, Bobby, Eli, Wolf, and CX. Yeah. Eli's funny, isn't he? He's been out the back with Emma, fucking playing with the sparrows. Sparrows are about 3 inches away from him. He's fascinated with them. He just loves animals. There's the wood pigeons there next to him. And there's a sparrow here, and there's another sparrow, and another pigeons fell down, like swooped down. And they're eating the seeds and that, because she feeds them nuts and seeds and everything out the back. And Eli's, when we see him, you'll see there's a video where Eli playing with a baby hedgehog, And he does that with his nose. He's moving it towards the mum, and he gets it to the corner. And anyway, the mum's in the corner, so I've got the mum up, and he's grabbing me, trying to bite Bobby. He thinks he's going to hurt the little hedgehog. He's protecting the hedgehog. So we've got the mum in a carrier bag, like a bag. Got the mum, she could breathe because the lid's open. And I'm getting the bag out, and he's going, oof, oof, barking at me. I'm going to only take it up there, stick there, he's look. Going to put him with the mum. So we've gone around the other end with the mum down. She's walked out the gate, gone next door, and the next door's garden. So I said, look, the baby's there, he's still there, look. I will go and take him in there. You have a look, is he all right? I'm putting him in my hand like that, giving him his look, sniffing the baby. Any other dog would kill the hedgehog, and we would take it in the garden, and then the mums, you see the mum with 4 or 5 of the little hedgehogs all walking down the street, walking in the garden. It's marvellous. He loves animals. Plays with all the animals. Cat, he plays with a fucking cat. It's only scratched him about 5 times, all down his face. But he hasn't got the heart to bite it. But wolf, oh, he just fucking attacks everything. Yeah, I'm good. But that cunt on today. Well, why would that man called tinfoil take Subutex when you don't do this and all that? Listen, you daft cunt. I know that's you talking about yourself, you fucking divvy. I know it's you pretending with your fake account. You're a fucking divvy. What's happening? It's coming on top for you now. Because the court case is coming thick and thin. Oh, wait till it's over. Wait till I get a not guilty. The amount of people that's going to court against you, you fucking divvy. There's about 12 up to now. People all going to court, all making statements, all going to get this cunt sectioned. We decide to get him fucking sectioned, get this cunt took off the streets and get him sectioned. He's mentally deranged. We've got the proof to prove. We've got the proof to prove it. We've got the paperwork to prove it, where he's setting people to set my house alight. We've got the proof where he's sending people to my house because he sent them the messages, and we've got their computers now. They've given us them. We've got the proof where he's set to kill a dog walker in the street. I'll fucking kill you with Paul Medicine in the morning. I'm coming on your fucking house and I'm going to kill you. We've got the proof where he's shouting, I smoke crack and weed on the streets. We've got the proof where he's sent somebody to my house to phone me up, threaten me. The lads come forward and said it was me. He's willing to go to court. They're all willing to go to court now against you, you fucking mug. So I'm waiting for mine to be over, and then we're just going to go straight in with the lot for the solicitors. I'm not putting with this shit no more. It's 5 fucking years and going, this maniac needs putting in a nut house. You know, if you had like a wild dog, you'd put it down, wouldn't you? This cunt wants putting down, not in there, in the nut house. He needs nutting off. Completely insane. He's talking to fucking ghosts. He's talking to Paul Sykes' ghost living at his house. He's fucking round the bend. And there's all the lads down London now, got all the evidence as well down there from them. There's 4 or 5 down there going to go to court. There's fucking people from everywhere, coming from everywhere, all over the place, all over the country. He's tortured people everywhere. This cunt, he's going to go away for a long time. He'll be nutted off in the fucking Broadmoor, because that's where he wants it. Dale Brendan Hyde's statements are there with the family and everything. Carol Edwards, Marie Howarth, Steve Max, Steve Shannon, every one of them are fucking. I don't tell you now with him. I don't know. I've read enough of his shit. They're all going for the statements now. So how the fuck there's all these people with all the proof and all the statements and all the threats they've had off him? I'm going to burn your house. I'm going to kill your kids. I'm going to burn your house. I'm going to stab your dog. I'm going to rape your wife. And non-stop stuff. It's been going on now for years. It's all getting put together. Evan's got all mine. I've got loads. We've got 12,000 malicious communications and over 2,000 threats to beat me up or have me stabbed or beaten or killed or hit with hammers and all sorts. He sent us thousands and thousands of threats. So like he says, let the authorities deal with it. Exactly. Mental patients. Because you can't win, go back and forth on here all the time. Let them do it. Let them do the job. He's been to court. He's been 9 times now for me and 5 for Terry. 4 or 5 for calling my brother a fucking spastic and a mong, calling me a spastic and a mong and a retard, and doing videos on me going, Brian the Mongolian, Brian the Spacker, all that there. It's all under the hate crime now. So that's what we're going for. We've had enough of this cunt now. As Paddy was saying, Brian, you need to fucking countercharge the cunt. You need to do what they're doing to you. Countercharge the cunt. The man is, there's grass. There's no such thing as grass now. It's a different era, he said. And it's a total different game. You can't go out and beat people up like you used to in the old days. You can't go and do straightens no more. So you fire with fire. He said, get the cunt fucking out your head, get rid of him. And then just go to the fucking things with the solicitors and put all the statements together. Everyone who's been involved, there are about 20, 30 people who've all been tortured off him, and get them all. He said, that way, if you've got all them people, get signatures of people from all over what he's been doing. And this is what we're going for. We had enough of this cunt. It's every other fucking Teddy Elwood 1 month, it's Richie Horsley, it's Mick Sorby, it's this one, like bringing people in and going to do this to you, going to do that to you. But 99% out of 100, it's not them doing nothing. It's that fucking maniac just making lies up. But that's what he's doing. Julian was distressing my wife, threatening us. You get arrested in the morning, the police will come for you. I'm getting your windows put through in the next 20 minutes, and the windows go through. So he sat there pretending it's not him. We know it's that daft cunt. We know it's him. Even the cop who came at him said, we know it's him, but we just can't prove it. We know it's him. We know for a fact it's him. And the 2 kids he used, if you look at the Middlesbrough Evening Gazette, 15 and 16-year-old schoolboys have been questioned in Middlesbrough police station over the allegations of fire bombs and petrol bombs at Mr. Brian Cockerill's house. And the 15 and 16-year-old schoolboys are now helping police with inquiries. Imagine using a little fucking kids for something like that. Imagine if they burnt the house down with me or killed somebody in the house. They'd have been life off 30 years ago. You get more jail for burning somebody's house down than you would actually stabbing somebody just in the street or shooting someone. Because in the street, you're only going to kill one person. You firebomb a house, it could be 15, 20 people in the house. It could be 10 people. You could all perish. If the boilers went off, the fire brigade would be fumed with the coppers. They didn't even turn up. They didn't even take the forensics off the car or nothing. All covered up because he's a police grass. He's a known snitch. Just like the other ones that Paddy's got with him, all known snitches making statements against Paddy. And they jump through hoops for me and for them. But out for me, Paddy, they don't do fuck all for us. They don't do that. Because we're not the fucking grasses they are. But you've got to get it down on paper. He said, so you've got to tip for tat then. Where if you go to court, he said, because if you don't, they'll end up putting you away. Dirty Romans. Yeah, they're fucking mental, mate. But I done live. I'll go. Well, Manchester United, well done today for winning the double. They won the FA Cup today against Manchester, best team in the world. Manchester City, stopping them getting the treble. To over the moon with. Party time. Garnacho was fucking brilliant, and so was Kobe, me and you. So really well done, guys. So let's hope they keep the manager and they move on and get stronger. 99 on, one off 100. 1 off 100, 24 thumbs up. Don't forget to push the like buttons. Yeah, it's all right for people saying, oh, shake hands. We've done all that. We had our church leader go and see Tony Grange. He went to his house for an hour. He sat with Shirley and Jamie for an hour and said, right, they're going to behave and you do yours and you do this. He came back. On the way back, it's about 20-minute drive to come back from his house. By the time we come back to my house, he went, oh, it's all sort of the gutted. They said, they're scared and they're crying on the floor and that they're both crying, pure narcissists. We're scared, he's a gangster and all that shit. They were coming out all that shit in front of Tony. When he got back here, I said, what do you mean they've stopped? They've stopped, don't do it no more. I said, since you've been gone, we've had about 40, 50 texts. Can't I was talking to him? I said, who are you talking to? He said, Jamie in the kitchen. I was talking to her for 5 minutes, but she went in the other room. Well, while she was in the other room, she was texting us, I don't lose, and putting Nelson Mandela pictures up. We're not going to give in. Ha, ha, ha. We've just talked to your church leader, and he believes everything we're saying. And everything she said, we give it to Tony to read. He went, so Emma had made a burger that day. We'll go to Newcastle to fucking the Puppet Masters to get some books. I said, oh, he said, oh, it's all sorted. Look what I'm doing. You just do your stuff and they'll do their stuff, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay then. Next week I showed him, I said, look at that then. So Emma made a burger for me. I always have bread sauce and a burger with cheese, some onions, tomatoes and stuff. So I had that. Anyway, he came and he went to have his burger. And I said, well, look at that, what he sent. And he started reading. He went, oh, I can't eat that burger. He put it down. He went, I feel physically sick. I feel physically sick, he said. Wouldn't they rape the dog? Wouldn't they bum Emma? Wouldn't they bum the fucking Brian? He said, you know what? All I can, they're demonic. They're definitely demonic, them too. He said, they sat there crying, tears run down their faces. Then our old friend Bram, Paul Venice, had a meeting with him. We were supposed to go to the Sunday meeting, sit down, shake hands. Never turned up. We're not fucking going, fuck you, with all swearing, all the shit and everything. So we've tried all that. We've tried everything. They want to argue because it's the only, they love it. Where me, I can't be fucking bothered with it. That they love arguing because that's all they've got in their life. Without us, the Carol Edwards had it 6 years. Dale Brendan Hyde had it 8 years. He was died of cancer. Marie House had it about 5 years. Carol Edwards' fucking daughter's Carol Edwards' son, Marty Joseph Turner, nearly 79-year-old guy, is torturing people. He even got his phone and cloned his phone and was phoning his sister, 87-year-old sister in America, not so in Australia, or in Canada, and threatening them on the phone, saying and sending them gay rape porn and sending them gay. We've got the gay rape porn he sent us, and Carol's got it, and Terry's got it. About 20 people he sent it to. We've all got it. Go with the solicitors with and put it all in as evidence. We're going to go in, show them the police. We're going with the Crown Prosecution Service. We're fucking the police off. We don't know how to do with the police because they're just bent as fuck. They're working. We're going to go with a place called Paladon. We're going to go to the Crown Prosecution Service. We don't want to work with the police. We know he's a police informant and we know he's a grass. So we're going to get the CPS to do the court case, not the police. We're not going to the police. We're not making statements to the police. We're going to go to the CPS. And this will sicken this cunt because they're dirty scumbag Cleveland fucking scumbag low-life coppers, bent as fuck, all been corrupt, and still bent as fuck now. All these years later, you're still at it with your corruption. You've got fuck all of me, and you've held me on 16 months for an investigation. You've took 7 devices off me. You've looked at all the devices over 16 months and found nothing. Then you've arrested me fucking again, and then you've had me in the police station twice, and then you've had me in my house again. You've come and fucking arrested me for firearms in the house. Nothing again. And you've let me out again. I'm on bail again. I'm on the same bail conditions for the same shit. And then he said, the authorities are coming to get you in the morning. I've got the authorities. You're getting 20 year. You're getting 15 year. I've been speaking to the police. So it's that every day, you know, that same shit you wake up to. And it's never stopped for 5 years. He's fucking totally mentally insane. Yeah, good game today. But you okay? Helen, okay? Beat that. See you. But Dennis. Yes, we tried everything. We've tried every fucking thing. You can't win from people who are mentally insane. They have to have this in their life. They've got nothing else. Without ours, they don't get no views or nothing. So they've got nothing to mention. I mean, the books he's doing a tin pan alley fucking shite. Little shitty books, little shit paper and shit, fucking little cartoon figures on them, all that. Just pure cheap shit, cheapskates. Not even you won't even get a decent picture on the book and all. Everything's just all underhanded bullshit, cheap as fuck. And he said, well, even if I only sell every time I do a book, I sell 200, I'm happy. 200 bucks, you're only going to make fucking a couple £100 off them. That's why he's going to put the piss in. That's why he runs around with a £300 car, lives in a fucking a safe house paid by the police. That's why you are in a safe house paid by the police. What you do, you've been doing it for 14 years. You've had 12 moves in 14 years. You're on the fucking bend. You just keep ripping people off everywhere you go, and then you have to fuck off and move. But it's always villages, always little villages he goes in. It's never like towns and stuff. It's always villages. He's in another village now, hiding in another village out of the way. She's like Peter said, oh, forget about this. You can't forget about something. Fucking firebombs will come through your house, and your wife's having to walk up and down the street, petrified. She didn't go in the house because he said he's sending people through the back door to rape her. She said, well, Bobby will just keep walking down. She's walking down the street for 2 hours, petrified, because she didn't dare go back in the house because they said they were going to come through the back door with their bolt cutters and smash the windows and rape her in the house. So everyone's like that. If we stay in here, Bobby, they might get us. Got a little Eli walking down the fucking street as a baby. Fucking vermin, he's sitting there going he laughing. So I said that could have killed my wife. That he went, oh well, I better get my money back. He texted me, I better get my money back off them because they never worked. Otherwise, you want to kill her. He's admitting on the thing he wants to kill her. Nothing happens. He's got that Irish bull threatened to burn me out. So cut my fucking throat, burn me out now, and dig my dad up and cut my dad's fingers off. Who was only buried in fucking just after in January he was buried. And laughing at my dad being buried. I'm going to piss in my dad's mouth, an Irish bull, smash him his face in with a building brick, put it in the ground, and then cut a fucking face off with a standing knife. That's what he's threatened to do. And nothing happens to them. Nothing happens to them. Keep getting off, and I say the least little thing, and I'm arrested. I'm arrested for fuck all. Because he's a fucking snitch. I said, how come every time he makes a statement, you've arrested all these multiple people, 27 people in the last fucking 3 years been arrested, and everyone's got no further action. What's going on? Why is he not getting done for wasting police time? It's obvious because he's working with the cops. Just shoot shots 5 minutes. Irish Swinger, you okay, mate? Yeah, the page there, the old bill page read, mate, exactly. And the pay fees where they pay for him to come on here and pay for the fucking computers and everything. They get everything because he's a known snitch. He's been doing it for fucking 2 decades now. But he was first all started. He started taking the stuff when he was about 12 with a £10 smoking joints. Then he started on the brown when he was 15. Now he's on the Subutex. We've seen him in front of him everywhere we go. He's off his head. He can't go anywhere. He can't do a live. He can't do nothing without drugs. Oh, Ebenezer Green's flat. We sorry all the things, mate. We said bad about you, but we really thought it was fucking, you were having to go us over there. We've realised now you just fared just to the middle. I've got loads of stuff there to send you if you want. And you'll see the extent, Ebenezer, how bad this fucking is with us. You'll see the threats to burn the house down. You'll see the threats to kill my wife, all from his own computer, with his name on his face on everything. The whole lot's there for proof. We've got more evidence down in London where he's sniffing coke on the craze, where the craze was christened as babies. He's in the church, in a fucking Catholic church, sniffing coke off the altar where the trains got, where the craze got christened. The lad's got the full footage of it. He's going to send that to me. He's going to do a video, and he's also pulled the plug on the Ripper too with him. Whatever he's arranged that, we thought he was like something to do with him, but obviously he's not, because he's been putting the proper videos up and telling the truth about me. Paddy was marvelous. So thank you very much, brother. I really appreciate that. I got it all wrong there with you. So, but he had your con the same as us. He had his all con. He's got the Elwood con now. He cons people into doing books. What I'll give you the best deal you've ever had. Now, when somebody says that to you, please, guys, sit back and think, smell the fucking coffee, wake up, because it's a trick to draw you in. So, say you usually get, when I did my first book, I got like, you got £1 a book. The book sold for 7 quid or something. You got £1 a book. You got £1,000 up front, but you had to pay that back later on. And you got £1 a book. So I knew when he was giving me £37 for a book when I was selling in 2004. My very first book sign was called Bookwell, and the sign, she was called Donna, the lady. She moved to Cyprus with her husband. 650 books that day. People came from Germany, America, and everything. Didn't come from America. They were from America, and they played basketball down in London, but they came up. And some come from America, and some come from Poland. That was fucking mad. So over 1,000 people turned up to the bookshop and bought 650 the books. The books ran out at 650 books. That's all sold. I had none left. So in the paper, when the taxman outsells Jodie Price, Katie Price, and Jodie Marsh. Obviously, they were doing the books the same day. It was a Saturday. So anyway, the next week I went back and sold another 700 odd books. By the end of the month, I'd sold £3,000 worth of books. It's like 3,000 books. So I got £3,000 wages in a month. So I've been with him. 2 months went by, and then I got paid third month. He gave me like 37 quid for 3 months for the books sold. I got £3 in 1 month. In 2004, when there was no fucking YouTube and things like that. Pure dirty bastard. And he was giving Richie Austin the same. Richie said, I've done three bestsellers, 4 books and 3 bestsellers. I've had 400 quid in 4 years off it. Just ripped everyone off, every fucking single person. And that big daft cunt. He's doing a book with him, known for a fact we've all been ripped off. It's just, all it is for him, he'd do it for nothing. He'd do it for nothing because he just wants the glory of it, just a divvy. But yeah, he's definitely working with the cops. I mean, he's on a live. If you go to his War Crime Publishing page, you'll see him. He sat there going, I've just spoken to the police today, my friends, the authorities. Now, if that's not fucking licking the coppers' asses. Now, these 2 cops, people like Ebenezer, haven't heard the story. So them cops, one called Ray Morton was in the murder squad. He was in the crime squad, natural crime squad. And he was in the murder squad from Middlesbrough. Chief inspector, I think he was, or detective, something like that, of the murder squad. He was in charge of the Lee Duffy murder. And also, the other one was called Eugene Tate. He was the South Bank cop as well. I told him to fuck off. I was going to give him a bang in the mouth, shit yourselves. They hate me. They tried to get me. He was in the drug squad, that one. And the other one was in the murder squad. So they had me in for so many murders. And they had me in for drugs and all the town shit. Couldn't get me. So they've got this sniveling little cunt to come along now to record people. They see what they say on the tape recordings and stuff. And see if they can catch people. Because there's a double jeopardy law. In America, you can't be tried more than twice. You can't be tried twice. Once you've been tried in front of your peers, 12 people, 6 men, 6 women, and you found not guilty, they can't take you back to court. In England, it changed. She was called Julianne Hogg. She was from She was from Billingham, where we used to work the big night out in Billingham. We went at the doors there before you again, Eddie. So she was killed by a man called Billy Dunlop. No, Billy Dunlop killed her. And he went to court and he got not guilty. And he was put on the walls what he'd done to her, and he'd done this and writing in his pad because he got done for another. I think he beat somebody up, he got done. He was writing on the wall when he'd done everything, telling people I've done it and everything. So the mum, God bless her, got to give this woman courage. She went, it took about 4 years to change the law. So you see it in the House of Parliament where they're all sitting on, you have to sign so many 100,000 people for like a petition changed. She got all that to the House of Commons. And she went with the MPs from this area, from Billingham and Middlesbrough and Stockton. They went with her and they changed the law. The House, the Parliament changed the law. You could be done by, if you get some new evidence comes up, you can be retrialed again. So you can't get it in America, but you can in England now. So who's the best person to go around and start videoing people and recording them and saying, right, he does this, what he does. He'll get a tape, he's got a tape recording right here. Say there, in his pocket there. You can't see it. Then he'll go, what? So he's talking to you and the tape recording there, it's on there. Yeah, and what's happened? The other ones, like say, might be down there on the side in his pocket, right? We'll turn that off. Turn that off. Turn it off there, Brian. Turn it off. This is what you did. We'll turn it off. Turn it off now. It's definitely off. Yeah, it's off. It's there. You need to get your habits off. So Terry's got already side knows what's turned off. But he's already got the other one recording. What really happened to you when you're such and such relationship? We'll call him Alan. What really happened to your Alan? He said, look, promise me you won't tell anyone about this, but I can't because if it gets out, the family will know I've said something. He said, my brother will go mad with me. It's my nephew. I told him how he actually died. His nephew. He's telling me the story. So Terry said, well, I couldn't tell him because he's not recording me. But I've told him not to do it. And he seems a nice lad. He only recorded the whole lot, put it in the book. Then he did the same party piece what he did with me. I said, Jamie, can I have proofread the book? He went, oh, what it is. He said, I'm not being funny, but Rob's worked hard for you. You know, he's telling me off as a little kid. Rob's really worked hard for you. He's put you to the top of the tree. He said, and this has to go up this week. If it doesn't, you won't be able to get yours done for 3 or 4 months. He said, because Rob's put and said, you know, all the other ones, say like Terry and this one and that one and Richie Horse, you know, and they're all at the bottom. He's put you at the top because you're the #1 subject we've got. So Rob said, we're going to need, all the others are going ping, 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 because it was the admin of all the books he was. And he said, Cockerill's ding, 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 all day long. It's ringing, fucking Facebook. So I did that Facebook, but he made it for me. But yeah, I got the people in, so I think I got 11,000 people in 8 months, which is fucking a miracle. And it was just people non-stop, taxman, asking questions anyway. So we did the book. I said, can I proofread it? And he went, so trust me explicitly. Rob, you can trust him with your life. Trust me. I said, well, I do trust you and I trust him. I said, I just need to proofread to see if there's anything wrong. Shelley went, look, Brian, I'm a legal secretary, which is not. She works for the gas board. Bullshit, narcissistic cunt. She works for the gas board. Hello, Shelley, how can I help you? Gas board, gas department. When you get your electric cut off your gas board, the gas board, whatever, she gets them put back on for you. So anyway, I said, look, I need to read it. He went, oh, leave it with me. He said, let me just do the book. Trust me. Anyway, I let it go out. And when I read it a couple of weeks later, I told you, Greg said, did you say that and say this? It didn't even sound like the way you talk. Never get to read it, so I started reading the book. I went, what the fuck? I never said that. I never said that. I said, what the fuck's all this? He went, oh, I just put my own spin on it. He said, I put my own spin on it so it'd be better. I went, but I'm telling you, it's my story. How do you know my story? You don't know me. 60 years ago, you weren't even born. 30 years ago, you wouldn't know what went on. How would you? He said, well, I just put stories that I've heard in the area. I said, yeah, well, if somebody tells you a story, you could be in a pub, you could go to the Dog and Duck, you could go to the Crown, you could go to the Queen's Head. By the you get to the Queen's Head, the story will change from totally different than 3 pubs. People just put adverts on, shit like that, and that's what you're doing. So anyway, I said, it's not even the right fucking stories. So anyway, he said, oh, you'll get paid this, and we've already sold 500 books of Waterstones. And I waited about 3 months for this book to get paid. Anyway, oh, you won't believe it, Waterstones have sent their books back now after 3 months. He said, what they've said is we can't sell the books because the COVID's come on now. You told me they'd already bought them. Called me out of the books. Called me out the 500 books. So then I got a phone call off him and said, when am I getting paid? So he gave me £136, the first payment of the books. I went, what's that? I said, I'm supposed to get 37.5% of, say, £12.95 or £15 or whatever it was. Where's the 37.5%? That works out about £4.50 a book. He said, oh, well, what it is, this is it. That payment's got to come back in. And I was all fucking shite. So I said, listen, I want invoices. My mate Rob Holloway, he said, ask for invoices. So I asked for invoices. He went, oh, I'll get you them tomorrow. So it went on for fucking weeks. I said, this is the third month I've asked you now for invoices and you won't give me them. I said, I'm not being disrespectful. I don't want to fall out with you, but if you don't give me my invoices, John Blake Publishing every 6 months send me an invoice. Tells me how many books have been sold, tells me how much is paid inland revenue, HMC customs, and how many books are in the libraries and shops and what shops and WHS and Waterstones and all of that. Gives you the full great rundown like that every 6 months. You get them. I still get paid off now off the Taxman book from 20 odd years ago. So the next minute, oh, I'll get it sorted. So in the end, I said, that's it. So I sent him a letter. I'm going to court with you. I said, will you take me to fucking court? I'm paying you fuck all now. You're getting out and all that. Started arguing with me, deliberately doing it. And my old friend, Dino Van Zandt, Italian lad, said the best what people do, Brian, they'll fall out with you so they don't have to pay you. And that's exactly what he done. So he wouldn't pay me the money he owed me. He kept saying, you're not getting this, you're not getting that. You're not getting any invoices you're getting out. You get what we give you and all that shit. So when I went to court for the judge, he went, why did you give us the Cockerill and you disclosure over the last year and 4 months, I think it was 16 months. He went, what way have you given proof and how many books? Just for instance, he said, say for instance, you tell us you sold 300 Harry Potter books. You could have sold 3,000. So Mr. Cockerill has the right. He went, and I don't have to give, this was Warcry Publishing, I don't have to give them nothing. This is my business. It's got nothing to do with anyone. Or you, Judge. You just say, hey, I beg your pardon. You're in my courtroom. This is my courtroom, and I know the court. I know the law. Mr. Cockerill is right. Can I speak, Your Honor? He said, yes. I said, am I right to believe that, for instance, if I played for Manchester United and I signed a contract with them and they said we're going to give me £150,000 a month each month, and they didn't respond to that and didn't give me that payment every month, would that be classed as a breach of contract? He went, you've got it spot on, Mr. Cockerill. That's exactly right. So you signed a contract with Mr. Cockerill for how much you went? 37.5% of every book. Well, that's what he's asking you for. He wants the invoice, and he's got it well within his rights, because 37.5% of that book is Mr. Cockerill's. The other parts, you and Mr. Boyle, Boil, Mr. Boyle. So then Boyle popped up. He said, "Oh, it's now to do with me, the company. I don't work for the company." He said, "I'm just a tea boy. I do the messages and that, and do the clean up in the office. I have nothing to do with the company." So then the judge came back and he looked at the company's house and he went, "Mr. Cockerill, I'm afraid we're going to have to stop this court case today." I said, "Why is that, Your Worship?" He went, "Your Honour," he said, "because Mr. Cockerill, Warcry Publishing and Warcry Press aren't an entity in the company's house." I said, "Does that mean it's fraud?" He said, "You've got it in one. I can't go ahead with this because it's fraud. There's none of these books have been paying any tax for the last 8 years." So we had to stop it. And what they did is, he said, "Oh, well, I can bring another company." So I'm going to have to amend the indictment. So he took Jamie's name out, he took Warcry Press out, he took Warcry Publishing because they weren't in a proper entity. And then he put, Rob Brenton put in a company called Rubik's. So Rubik's then become the company. So it was amended from Warcry Press, Warcry Publishing, Jamie and Rob Brenton. Their names were taken out because they weren't an entity, because they weren't in fucking company's house. But the Rubik's one was in company's house, so he amended it. And he said, "You've got 28 days to give Mr. Cockerill proof of how many books have been sold. And if you don't do it by then, I'm going to do you for contempt of the court." So 4 days later, I got a letter. It was off a different judge. The judge I had was Judge Cook. So 3 or 4 days later, I couldn't have my nose again. Get it every time I'm going. A letter came from Judge Mark, His Honourable Judge Mark Gargan, Crown Court Judge. He says, he opened it up and everything. He says, "As of today, Mr. Cockerill, Jamie Boyle with the OIL, has been charged for contempt of court for making an explicit courtroom recording." And what I explained to you is, when the COVID was on, all the courts were shut down for a year, all across the country, in Ireland, everywhere, even the prisons, you couldn't get out of the prisons. Everyone was in there. So what they've done is, the judges decided they couldn't do any you needed 12 people for a jury. You couldn't do that, so they shut them down, and you needed like more than 3 people in the room for the magistrates. So when you do a civil case, it's in the Crown Court combination of the civil court, where the Crown Court judges to reside over them. So the judge will be down in these chambers, and then there'll be a stenographer typing, so you can hear when he's downstairs and you can talk. And so we had a thing called BT Meet. So I'd come on the phone and go, hello. Oh, sorry, tell a lie. They'd come on the phone and say, Mr. Cockerill. I said, my name's Brian Cockerill. I said, Mr. Cockerill's entered the courtroom conference. Jamie Doyle has entered the courtroom conference. Robert Brenton, and Walker Push, whatever, Rubik's. So that's how they did it at first. So what he done, he said, and today, before anyone goes any further, anyone recording this courtroom, even though it's just from home, it's still classed as the contempt of court. If anyone records anything, you're not allowed to record any explicit recordings or anything. He only records the whole courtroom conference. Pretended he went to the magistrates. The magistrates were closed because the magistrates were the magistrates are a criminal court. So you can't go to a criminal court with a civil case. You have to be in the Crown Court, civil court. You have to be the Crown Court with the civil case with the Crown Court judge. So he resided over it. So Judge Mark Gargan said, Mr. Cockerill, he's been charged today with contempt of court and making an explicit courtroom recording, i.e. blah blah, section 2.5, all this fucking shite. In our link, but in English, he recorded the full courtroom conversation and put videos out all over saying he's won his court case. So he was done. So he said, if you don't make all endeavours to take down these recordings in the next 24 hours, you will be charged with contempt of court, and you will also be given a custodial sentence and a fine. And he went, within 2 hours, he took the lot down. That's how what a fucking little prick he is. He even got done for contempt of court in the fucking courts. And he's pretending he never went to court with everyone. A pure fucking lie about all the court case status. So we went back to court again. So went under Judge Mark Gargan, and he went, as of today, he said, I've had enough. Mr. Cockerill gets his book back. The resurrection of Brian Cockerill goes back to Mr. Cockerill. Also, you have to now sign a declaration of truth and give me all the proof of where Mr. Cockerill's books are at. So I was given a piece of paper off them, Warcry Publishing, Rubik's, changed it to Rubik's, and said that the letter says, Warcry Publishing, Robert Brenton, owner, gives explicit permission to Mr. Cockerill to go into Spotify, electronic shops, Goodreads, which is a book company, Waterstones, W.H. Smith's, and all different book companies all across the country, even electronic books, and any type of paperback books, anything to do with Mr. Cockerill's resurrection of Mr. Brian Cockerill books and documentaries have to be given all permission from the outlets to give Mr. Cockerill permission to get it. So he said, but because you've been through Mr. Cockerill, I don't know, he knew I was bad because I sent the records from the hospital to show how bad it was. He said, since you've been really poorly, you've never missed a courtroom here, and these are shabby, they've been all the way through it. He said, I'm giving you no time limit now. So he said, as of today, there's no time limit on this. It takes a year, it takes 2 years, it takes 3 years, it doesn't matter. When you're ready and you can get me the evidence, which is what's been sold, what books, you can compile that together. I will put it in a small claims court, and I will order the money to be given back to you from Warcry Publishing, Warcry Press, Rubik's, Jamie Doyle, and Rob Brenton. So I've got that letter still now to this day. So even though it's been like 2 years, I think, since we got it, I'm not bothered because I'm going to leave it there. And I've got a girl who's going to help me, who's Emma's friend, who does this. She does all this legal type stuff. So I will win that money back, what they owe me, because they owe me a fortune. They owe me for the documentary. They owe me for the rent of the documentary at 2 different prices. They got SD and something else D, 2 different types. They owe me for the book, paperback. They owe me for the electronic one, which was in Spotify. They paid fucking fortunes off it and give me nothing. And they also owe me for the documentary, or the Kindle, as well, the Kindle book as well. So there's 7. Out the items, there was 7 types of payments coming back, ones for all different prices. I haven't been paid anything, so we hadn't been paid by the time we went to court with this. We hadn't been paid for 22 months. 22 months, not a penny. And now it's fucking 40 odd months now. So it's nearly for about 4 years we haven't been paid a penny. And that scumbag just fucked off, got a move from one area to another area, and he went to Newcastle. He got battered in Newcastle because he was causing trouble up there. Then they moved him again, the cops, to another place. And then they moved him to another place, and now they've moved to another place. It's about the third house like he's had now. All that money wasted on a piece of shit like that, who's torturing people. And I get away with this, but the thing is now is everyone's sitting up and smell the coffee. Even everybody's a green spot now. I can't believe it. I was so over the moon when he came on, because I thought he was like against us, but now even there, everyone's come from everywhere. And Paddy coming on as well, telling the truth. It's like for me and Paddy, it's like a lease of life now, because we thought everyone was against us, no, every fucking where, but the lies that fucker tells and the evilness. I'm no good with fucking computers. I'm going to clone. I've said I'm sending him kiddie porn, and I'm sending him. I've been touching little kids up 3 and 4 years old. Now I'm raping women again. This is a new one today. Been raping and beating women up for years. I've never been fucking charged for nothing in my life like that. I've got nothing on my record apart from a driving offence and fucking driving offence and found on the stairs at the 2 coppers where I did running down the stairs to get away from them, and I fell at the 2 of them and I got done for their resisting arrest. It was classed as. I got fucking 3 months for each copper, and I got off for the driving offences, and then the next time I went up for driving offence I got 3 years. I've got nothing on my record, so that's why I'm taking to court as well. That's exactly why I'm taking to court. So when it goes to court, they'll read out my record in court. They'll read out exactly what I've been done for and what I haven't been done for. And I've been done for fuck all what they're saying. So that's why I'm going to court. To go to court, then I'll know where they live as well, won't I? They have to give their addresses. I don't know home cook, bro. Yeah. Pete, you okay, son? Hi, Peter. But sounds nice. But cooked it all and made cauliflower cheese. Oh yeah, I love cauliflower cheese sauce. Fucking love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Cauliflower cheese sauce with their chicken. I like it with chicken. So these fucking idiots have been fucking torturing me and Emma for fucking all this time just because we went to court and won the court case. And we actually bankrupt by the time to tell you that I had the Sean Atwood for me. It was a Saturday morning. Went just to let you know. Brian Emily said he was by there, so he put it on loudspeaker. He said, "Jamie, that cunt Boyle, a bag of piss, is bankrupt. Rob Brenton, they're going bankrupt. So they went bankrupt for a year. They closed down everything. They took all the books off the shelf, and now they've opened it back up over a year later, and they've got all the books back out, taking the fucking piss." But my book, you can't see that proof. It's gone. I got the resurrection book back. He's only going to get it and change the words in it, and then sell it yourself. What did I do? I burned the book. I burned the book live. I bet the book can never be put out there again because it was all fucking shite, Jamie. You can't write, and you can't type, you fat cunt. And you are on the fucking subbies, pie head, big fat fucking brown head. Okay, I'll tell you right. Where's Freedom Tonight? I don't know. I haven't seen him. I think he was on earlier on with Emma. In the box. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like buttons, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It costs nothing. We'll let you know what's happening and everything. So yeah, that fucking idiot's he's saying he's getting the cops to arrest me again. Fucking, it's been going on now this fucking long. It's just shit. If they had anything in the cop was saying last week, he went round 16 months without found single one thing. You've had your house raided twice. There's no firearm, there's no guns, there's no weapons, no knives, there's nothing in your house. Everything's been searched, the cars, everything, the gardens, the lofts, the fucking garages, everything. There's nothing in your house. So how can you shoot someone you haven't got a gun? So I knew they'd fucking fall for this. So they can't come back again and do another one. That's great news. That's it, finished. So when he says, "Oh, this has happened and this has happened," it's all shite, and you have to be capable of doing it. I mean, I did say it. If you come to my house with violence, I'll mean fucking violence, even if I have to kill you. But he hasn't come to my house. I said to the solicitor, I said that to him. She tried to stop and come from my house. I was in fear for my wife's safety. She said, well, anyone would shout that, but if somebody's threatening to come to the house and fucking rape the wife and kill the dog and bum the dog and bum his brother and kill your brother. And I've got all this proof of the screenshots of him and all the threats of him. I've even got the van, I've even got a one where the man's telling him, Jamie got us to come to the house and threatened to burn your house down. We've got all the screenshots with Jamie's face, Jamie's phone number, his wife's phone number, Teddy Dicko's man number, Tommy Harrison's other people from Middlesbrough. We've got him banked the rights for the fucking things, but we're not going to the police with it because they'll just lose it. It'll all go missing or something like that. So we're not going to the police. That's why everyone's saying go to the police. I don't trust the cops. The dirty fucking low life cunts. Look what they've done to me. All these years they've been fucking done to me. I got 3.5 years for a driving offence. Never hurt no one. I admitted to the fucking offence. Car full of cops chasing me all over. I went to the police station and did myself in. I still got 3.5 years. Fucking for falling down the stairs into 2 coppers. Fucking ridiculous. Malik Flower, thank you very much. To Emma and Brian. Peter DeVox, malicious threats is nothing, only a warning. Yeah, malicious communication. I've said what it is, Peter. If you have, say, I have the capability to shoot a gun and you had a gun on the table, then I'd have been charged. What? Because my hands can't work. My hands paralysed and my hands is fucked. I can't even sign my food. Emma has to cut my food up and everything. And the doctors know. I've got all the reports. I want fucking oral more for fucking medication. Look, that's the stuff I'm on. I'm on fucking tramadol. I'm on naproxen. I'm on fucking clozapam. I'm on fucking blood pressure tablets. I'm on fucking tablets to go to the toilet from enlarged prostate. I've got fucking arthritis and everything. I'm a fucking mess. I can't even walk. I'm in my bedroom 20 hours a day. I come down here for 2 hours and I'm back upstairs. 20 hours a day for 2.5 years. I've been in that bedroom. I've been out of the house about 20 times in 2.5 years. That's it. And that 5 of them times is to go to the police station. Crippled, can hardly walk. My hand, look at the state of my hand. Can't even fucking make the face for it. But I can't pick things up and off them with it. How am I supposed to shoot anyone? You have to have the capability. My friend who's a barrister in England, but he's in America now, says you have to have the capability to carry out the things what you've said. If you haven't got the capability, like somebody who's sitting in the bedroom, like me saying I'm going to run the marathon tomorrow, they can fuck off, man. You can't even walk the man run. So you know you can't do it. So I know they can't do fuck all to me. And when this Crown prosecution sees the state of my injuries, which I've got horrendous, I've had 7 vertebrae in my neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, all been inside between them there. It was all calcified bone. So there's your spinal cord. My spinal cord's there, right? Instead of it being that thick, like the finger like that, and like that, mine's like that. It's that thick, and it's that thick. You see? That little tiny bit, that's it, that little bit. So as thick as that, should be that thick is your thumb. So what's happened is the calcified bone's going around there, inside between the vertebrae. There's your vertebrae there, look. All between them, it's been building up and crushing and crushing and crushing and crushing and crushing. So the spinal cord is trapped in between the vertebrae with the calcified bone spurs are crawling over it. It's called the spinal stenosis. And when I went anywhere, they've done an MRI. They went, can you come back, please? Can you come straight back? I was only gone for 30, 40 minutes. I went, oh, fuck, I'll do it over the weekend, the drama queens. So I went back. I said, why didn't you come back? So anyway, the doctor phoned me, my own doctor. He said, Brian, you've got to go in. You've got serious injuries here. So I said, I'll go on Monday. So I couldn't hardly walk. I was fucking crippled, with the injuries I already have. So I went back in. And then I said, how bad is it? He said, it's really, really bad. He said, you need to sit down. So I sat down and said, there, how bad? He said, well, we'll have a go with it. He said, but it's only 50-50 if you're going to walk. He said, the only time I've ever seen it as bad as this is when it's been spinal. Somebody's crashed on the motorway and the spine snapped in half. He said, I can't believe that you're squatting 500-600 pounds and you're bench pressing and you're walking the dogs 2 and 3 miles and you're doing 4 and 5 mile runs and that, like, on a stepper. I can't believe it. So there was, what you do, you get a team of like 6 doctors. He said all 6 of us put on the MRI, magnetic resolution image, put it on, and said, when we turned the light on, they all went, Jesus. I said, so is it bad? I started laughing. He went, can you bother? I went, yeah, at least they'll get me pip. I started laughing like fuck the doctors. You don't care, do you? I said, what can you do? Fucking hell. So he said, so what we're going to do? And they did the operation. It's not worked. It's made fucking, I'm worse now than I've ever been. So I had to stay in the hospital, and that dirty bastard was threatening to rape my wife. So I had to sign myself out. I was supposed to be in for 12 weeks. I had one operation. I was in 2 days. I had to sign myself out because he was threatening to come to the house and rape her when I was fucking in the hospital. So I had to get pulled. Matty Turner come and got me. The ambulance wouldn't take me out because they said, we're not letting you sign you out because you need to get somebody else. We're not giving the ambulance to go home in case I don't say because you're seriously ill. They didn't want to let me sign out, but I signed myself out. And I had to get in the chair and everything. His lads helped me. We were in hospital there with the had injuries as well, but they helped me get in the wheelchair, pushed me to the top of the stairs, and the people in the hospital helped me come down the stairs. And Marty took us home. I was getting then about 10 weeks later, I felt me back. I had a physio. He was going, called him Tom. I said, Tom, I think I've got another spinal stenosis. I think I've got a bulging disc. So he felt me there. He went, oh yeah, you have. You're massive. You're going to have another operation. That was 10 weeks after the first one. So then I said, can I go to the Thomas Cook? Because my mate's in there, who was paralysed the neck down. He trains in there. He's a physio. He's not a physio. He's a physio, helps people in physio, but even though his neck's gone, his hands still work. And he'd get me in the hydropone and everything. So I goes in there and I get the second operation was the lower back L4 and L5 vertebrae had to be taken out and pushed back in because there was some bulging discs. So next minute I'm in the hospital. Emma's phone. No, I'm downstairs. Emma's come. Carol Edwards and about 5 or 6 other people. Tina Shaw, Roy Shaw's daughter, came all the way from Essex to see me. I stayed for a few days with Emma, and because Emma was getting threats to burn the house down. So all the girls, like Carol Edwards, come around, and my sister and Tina Shaw, and Tina Shaw's daughter, come to protect Emma. And I didn't hear, and he had one of them say something. It's fucking disgusting what they're doing to Emma, threatening to rape her. I went, what did you just say there? He went, oh shit. Because I was near the vending machine. I was behind the vending machine talking to somebody else, and the lad never seen me. Well, what's going on? I said to her, come here, you one. Yeah. She was going, no, you need to stay in the hospital. I said, listen, what the fuck's going on? I said, anyway, he's threatening to get back. You know, the lads who tried to rape me years ago, he's given them my address and told them where I live. He sent me the pictures of them. These lads tried to rape her, and she was lucky she got away from them. Known paedophiles to both of them. He got the picture of them training, two big bodybuilders, about 22 stone, one's about 20 stone, and sent the picture to Emma and said, do you remember your friends? They're coming to finish off the business, what they'd never done the first time. In other words, rape her. They got her. Anyway, I won't go through all, just be fucking ending, but they threatened to rape her. So, the dirty bastards. I couldn't walk, couldn't do nothing now. They saw I'm coming out, so I was in the wheelchair. I said, look, I'd rather be out. My hand's paralysed there, we're there, even though I'm fucking not be capable of doing something. I said, I'd rather there and die with her than fucking see her getting killed on her own. I said, when I'm there, the shit comes won't come. So I got out, but I had to be pushed. I had to get taken out, and I had to be taken and put in a hospital. What they've done is they put me in a normal bed, and I got home, and I fell out the bed. So the woman come up, she was lovely. She said, she's down from 5 lamps. These were care workers. She said, Brian, because of the weight of you and the size of you, we're going to have to have 4 or 5 care workers coming out 2 or 3 times a day to wash you and clean you and change your catheter. As I was getting nurses coming around, changing my catheter and stuff, and helping me go to the toilet and all sorts of stuff. Fucking terrible time I had. And that dirty bastard was going, I'm going to rape your wife, and what you're going to do, you won't even be able to do now. You'd have to, old fat cunt. You laid there paralysed from the neck down. You'll just have to watch what we do to her. It was like fucking killing me because I couldn't do now. Sat in the fucking bedroom, you know, like that, fucking paralysed from the neck down. I couldn't move. So they brought this special bed for me because the other bed I fell out of it. So I needed to got a special bed where I was like not bolted, laid in the bed and then tie me in the bed in case I fell. And then you have to push buttons where it can go up and down and everything. That dirty bastard was sending me messages saying, I'm going to rape your wife. I'm going to kill your brother. I'm going to kill your dog. I'm going to cut your dog's paws off. And I'm going to bum your dog so he can't run away. That's what he was sending me on the phone every day. Anyway, fucking, so I was fucking devastated, you know, like this shit I was getting. I couldn't do nothing. I was laid in a hospital bed. I was supposed to be in hospital 12 weeks. I had to come out after 3 because she was getting threatened to rape her. So she was petrified. So I had to stay. I stayed at home with her. And then I was staying downstairs, and he was saying I was threatening him on the phone and all that. And when the cops come and I went to see an officer, I can't even use my hands. I'm paralysed from the neck down. And then the care workers were here and said, you can't take this man to the police station, the state he's in. He's only been out of hospital 2 days. Trying to nick me again for more fucking lies. So the care worker, he can't walk. So anyway, she was a big lass. She was brilliant. She was, and thought of me. And there was a lad with her, and another lass. And then the nurse came. Hey, come on, out. She started shouting at them. Fucking old school, about 65, 70-year-old. She was changing me cap. Said, get out now, she said. Threw them out the house. There's no one going nowhere. This man's ill, seriously ill. He's been released home. He's under oral morph. He's on all sorts of medication. He's got a hospital bed. I have to give him a catheter. I have to come round so many times, like say, 2 or 3 times a week to change his catheter and make sure he's okay. And it takes 4 of us to do it with him. And the cops went, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. And they left. They went, the cops couldn't believe how bad it was. I thought he just had a bit of a back injury. That cunt was saying to the cops, he's training, he's going down the gym, he's walking about, all lies, fucking lies again, just trying to get me arrested. Thank you for becoming a member. Yes, thank you very much. Timmy B, love you all the world. So I'm fucking in the hospital bed like that, with tears running down my face, not with like no anger, because I can't do it, because I couldn't even do my nose, like scratch. I couldn't even, and my fucking nose, the allergies I've got, and I couldn't even blow my nose. I had to get a drink. She had to hold it like that for me, and I couldn't even move my neck like that forward. I was like laid like that in the bed. You can see pictures of me in the when I'm laid in the bed like that. I just can't move. My hands were just flopped down to the sides, and I was, Emma, can you lift my hands back up? I couldn't lift my hands up to do that. To put my hands back up. It was fucking terrible. It went on for about like, nearly a year, nearly. And that cunt was doing it to me day and night, torturing me. I'm going to bum your wife, I'm going to bum your dog, I'm going to bum your dad, I'm going to bum your mum. Fucking disgusting. I'm going to dig your dead brother up. We're going to dig your skinny up, because that was his nickname in that people. They're terrible what we went through. That scruffy, dirty bastard. There's people telling me to shake his hand, fuck off. But the cunt dies. I hope the cunt dies, the bastard. I hope the cunt rots. I hope he dies in a horrific fucking death by the Lord Jesus Christ, because what goes around comes around, it's coming to you. Yeah, frustrated, mate. That's exactly what it is. Fucking terrible. It's laid on a fucking, being one of the best fighters in the country. They've been a cabbage, complete cabbage to us. I couldn't even lift my feet up enough, and couldn't actually get my feet, move them and massage them to make me look. And then they've got me this like chair, I've got like a little electric chair, a little Chrissy Evo, God bless him, got me it. Sort of like electrocute your feet, stimulating in your feet type of thing. And he got me this chair, little Chrissy Evo. Terrible. It took ages to get to the toilet. There was like 3 or 4 of them getting to the toilet. It's fucking terrible time I had. Still bad now, because my hand's freezing cold all the time. You could stab me in the hand now with a needle. Got to punch a hole through that wall, I wouldn't feel a thing. Got no feeling to my hand, they're just freezing cold all the time. But that cunt, then he was going, Cockerill's in a wheelchair. I've offered him out and he won't fight me. What a fucking coward. Wanted to fight me while I was in a wheelchair. I've offered him out and he did. He said to me, son, go around the school, show your friends how tough I am. I've offered Cockerill and he won't fight me. So my 2 nephews are going to punch his fucking son's face in. They're going to bolt his fucking skull off in over there, because he was laughing at me in a wheelchair, and it was like my cousin's kids. And they said, I'll smash that cunt's face in, laughed at my Uncle Brian. Anyway, they're going to batter Doyle and son. So anyway, I phoned them up and said, don't be going on there, that daft little cunt, he's just a crank, he'll get you locked up. So then he said, I'll threaten your son. No, I didn't. And I sent a message, I said, you need to stop at least getting your son going on to school, pretending that you're going to have a fight with me, because my nephews know where your son is, they know where you are. I said, so I've stopped it now. You don't have to tell your family, just so it's stopped. I wouldn't like to see the kid get beat up, you know what I mean? But that scumbag, he said, Cockerill sent me son. No, you text me off a fake account, and I texted it back to you. And I said to the woman, I said, I'm telling him there. She said, well, that can't be done anyway. She said, this is how I found out about this thing where Tommy Smith isn't Jamie. We know it's Jamie, but he's texting with Tommy Smith. So Tommy Smith isn't Jamie. So therefore, that's like Jamie threatening you. It's a fake account. You don't know it's him. Even though you do know it's him, it's inadmissible in court. It has to be his name, his Warcry publishing page, or his name and address, or his name and his company, whatever, and you can see his face or something. That does not count on somebody. So now that time I was thinking, I'll get in trouble for this. And she went, no, you can't get in trouble. That's what Sister said the other week. She said, all the things is on my client's computer are all fake accounts from Mr. Doyle to Mr. Cockerill. Mr. Cockerill's replied to some of them. The copper said, yeah, we know there's nothing there because he hasn't replied to any, he hasn't phoned one single phone call to him. He hasn't emailed. I don't even know myself fucking email. I'm gonna fucking clue. There's no emails on his computers. There's no malicious communication on all 7 devices we've had, and now we've got another 2, and we've looked at the other 2. We can't find out on them as well. So there's 9 devices with nothing on. So it's now going to the Crown Prosecution Service, which I'm over the moon. I'll show you. I'll get no further action. I know it'll go kicked out. They'll think, but how could he hurt you and get you if you live in 60, 70, 80 mile away in a safe house and you've got the armed response with you? And how can he get to you when he can't walk properly? And how can you have a firearm when you can't pull a trigger? Can't even put the fucking handle on the door. I have to get Emma over that every night. I get Emma to turn my computer off to do it. So how am I supposed to do these things? What he's saying I'm doing, threatening to kill him. That's just you, drama queen, and you little fucking. We all know you're a ginger beer. Everyone knows what you are. We all know what you do down London with them young lads. We're not daft. We all know what you're doing. Bum bum. Hey bum bum. Couldn't sit back no longer. Need support. I'm not justice. Oh, it's been terrible. It's been terrible. We've just thank you very much. It's just terrible, you know, sitting there and your wife's getting, you can hear her crying. You know, she's scared and she threatened to kill her and set the country house. So when they come for me that night, when the scumbag pedal smashed my window, then smashed the other window, she was screaming. The building brick came through with a big stone, about 16-pound stone. It missed her head by inch. It hit the floor. There's a big chunk out the floor there, like a big massive chunk. That hit her in the head, it would have killed her. And then they tried to put a smoke bomb through the letterbox. Now, little Eli would have put that in his mouth, would have blew his face off, but they couldn't get it through. So they came again, then they smashed the windows again. 2 more, and 4 windows got smashed. And then they said, we're coming again. So she phoned the police, the 999 that have turned up. So she phoned the complaints police and, oh, well, they won't come back again. She said, but they're on about firebomb the house. She went, oh, they're just pretending here, they won't. She phoned them back. She said, you said they wouldn't firebomb the house. They burnt my house down. My husband was nearly killed in the house. I went, oh my God. She said, this is terrible. The police aren't doing the job. So then she phoned 999 again. She said, look, my house has been set alight. So the cops took about 5 hours to come out. And they come out. And as they come out, they said, oh, we're not here for Brian. We're not here for Jamie. We're here to arrest Brian for threats to kill towards Jamie. Threats to kill, she said, he can't even walk. He can't even. So it took them. So anyway, they come. So I was in the other room in the bed. In the hospital bed. I said, I can't move. I said. So the 5 of them got me out of the bed. Coppers made me walking like that over the pavement stone. So we get to the back of the van. I can't step my foot. I've got no strength in my leg. So I can't get in the van. I stopped fucking about. Stop messing about. There was about 8, 10 coppers there, all in. 6 of them come in the house. 2 had firearms, 2 had tasers. So anyway, I said, look, I can't get in the van. He said, look, 2 minutes. So you got, you know, the refuse bag when you put the stuff that you can recycle in, like bottles. So there was a green one of them, and there was a yellow one, I think it was. So you put the green one there, and windows had been smashed, but the lad had come round, there was the plaster boards he put on the wall, cut them down there, key commander, and put them on the windows. So there was some plaster boards. There was a couple of other bits of wood on the floor. So he put these 2 pieces of wood together, said, just walk along there like Johnny Depp walking the plank. I said, I'm going to fall. I've got no balance. I said, I've got all 7 of titanium in my neck and 2 in my back. There's 9. I've got 2 titanium rods in my neck with nuts and bolts in. So there's like 8 on each side, like 16 nuts and bolts in my neck. I said, if I fall, they've told me my neck, I could be paralysed or killed. And so you'll be all right. So he's made me walk the fucking plank. So I'm walking, but there's nothing to grab on the back of the door because it's flat surface. When they shut the door, there's no hinges. I'm trying to balance. So anyway, I stood on the thing. I went, I'll fall through that. I'm about 19 stone still. He went, no, listen, get on, come on, stop fucking pissing about, Brian. We need to get to the police station. So I stood and I went, fell right through the fucking thing. The lid snapped and everything, went right through it. He went, well, I didn't think you were that heavy. See what I mean, you fucking daft cunt? I could have broke my neck there. So I started shouting, there's no need to go. I said, what do you mean no need to fucking go? And you make me walk the plank. So he went and got more wood, another fucking box, and put them together again. Then to walk across again. Walking across this fucking terrible what they've done to me. And then they had me in the police station for 22 hours for threats to kill him. All I said was this. He said, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to bum your dog. I'm going to blame us. But he sent a simulated shotgun where Emma's head blown off. It's a woman with her head blown off. A dog with its paws cut off. And it was under the Ebony. No, it was under Gary Smasher. He knew that was him. And he said, and the rapist are coming to get you. So he said, no, Brian's been locked up because he's obviously watching it all, like scumbag. No, Brian's been locked up. What you going to do? You're on Emma. We're coming to rape you. We're coming to get you now. So Emma's sort of screamed in the house, doing what to do. So she ran out the front and she started walking up the street. You can see her and Bobby walking up down the street for about 2 hours, petrified. This dirty bastard petrified her. And poor Bobby shit himself because he's got mental health problems. He's got autism. I've had him 30 odd years. He's been sectioned about 6 times. He has mental breakdowns. He had bad dreams and stuff. And I couldn't see him coming to rape Bobby as well, so he shit himself. So her and little Eli's only a baby walking up down the street. Terrible, fucking terrible. We had to put through them coppers. Never done out to that cunt. Never took his phones off him. Never went to his house, took devices off, and it done me. And he's already fucking. He's just a pure copper. He's definitely worked with the police. It's been going on now for 5 years nearly. Threatened to rape people's wives and threatened to rape Carol Edwards. Threatened to double barrel Carol Edwards, Lee Duffy's partner. He's threatened to kill Teddy Dicko and Motherville Towns. He's threatened to kill multiple people all over the place. There's a dog walker walking down the street and he bought 2 DVD things off him at Christmas. It was Lee Duffy documentaries, what he'd done, him and Rob Brenton with War Cry Publishing, War Cry Press. So they put them out then. Anyway, the formats were printed in Holland where the electric's different or something. So when they put the DVDs on, the lad said, Jamie, I bought 2 of these, 20 quid each, 40 quid I've spent. My wife's bought them for Christmas. I'm from South Bank, but I live around the corner from me. He said, can you give me my money back? So he said, yeah, no problem, mate, no problem. So I bought the 10th time he phoned me, because to him, 20 quid is you can get a 20 strip of diazepam tinfoil. He used to go to a place in my mate used to do them, and he used to sell him a set. It was a set of 10. 10 quid for 10 and 20 quid for, I think he paid 50 quid for 60. I think he used to get 30, 20, 60, 50 quid. That was what, if you paid a tenner less, you get an extra 10 or something. For 50 quid, you get an extra 10 or something like that. So anyway, or 40 quid for 50 or whatever it was. And you get that many 50 and you do a lot in one night. She said to me, his wife said, oh, he does them all in one night. And the next minute, this dog walker's come round and Jamie's going, put your dog away. And the lad's walking with his dog. He's a bit scared of you. He's only got 9 stone, about 5'5", 5'6". That fat cunt sat there about 15.5 stone going, put your dog down. I'll fight you one hand behind me back. I'll fight you one hand behind me back. I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to fucking kill you, shouting in the street to him. You know, my mate Paul Bennis. I'm coming with Paul Bennis. I've always got to use somebody else. I've got my mate Paul Bennis. He's coming around your fucking house in the morning. We're going to fucking kill you in front of your wife and kids. Nothing's happened to him again. He just keeps getting off and getting off. Them dirty bastards sitting in the police station watching me on here. The least thing I say, so when he said he was coming to my house, I said, yeah, you come to my house with fire, I'll make fire with fire. You come to my house with violence, I'll make violence. Thanks, TVB. Thank you very much, mate. TVB, you get some jelly babies out of that. Yeah, so I said, you fight, I'll fight fire with fire. I said, if you come with violence, I'll fight violence with violence. Even just saying it, even though I couldn't do it because I was fucking paralysed. I thought I'll scare him from coming. So within about an hour of saying it, the cops raided the house, full fucking squad. But you see them driving all over the street. Coppers everywhere. There was an XR5, X5 at the bottom, full of cops. There's one outside here van, another one down there, another car at the top, another one at the other side. He said I was lying, so Emma's zoomed in later the week. He went, there was only one cop who went to his house to get the device. It's all made up this. Thank you, Lilac Flower. Appreciate it. God bless you, love. As well, that's what you see. Women understand it more because being a man, women a lot more scared, obviously, of being raped than men because it very rarely happens to men. But women, everywhere they go, they have to fucking keep their eye out all the time. It's more scary being a woman than it is a man, obviously, because we're not built like for those big fucking fists and stuff. So it's really hard for the women. So women understand, especially when they've had nieces and nephews and cousins and that being raped. You know, it's fucking nothing worse. My brother got raped at 5, 6, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, and he hanged himself at 38. But he was He got raped as well when he was 12, 13, 14, and was it Memsley at Borstal in Durham Way. Fucking cunts. Me, my mum, my dad picked him up from there when he got out. But all them years, it affected him. He was sniffing glue and sniffing gas and all sorts of. We thought, what the fuck you doing all that shit? And we didn't know. He'd been tortured and he was trying to forget what had happened as a kid and he couldn't. So later on when he was 38, he killed himself. So I hate the cunts. I fucking hate them in abundance. I can't think of anything worse than a rapist. A murderer. I'd rather sit with 100 murderers than one dirty paedophile rapist any day of the week. They're just vile bastards. And for someone to write books on someone, it's just the fucking same as them. Birds of a feather. He thinks it's funny. He's laughing at children in the Paul Sykes book, 13 and 14-year-olds being raped by Sykes. And I said, that's rape. He went, oh, he had a threesome with them. He said, they didn't give consent. I said, look, he was 31-year-old there with 13 and 14-year-old. You're right in the fucking head. And he really thinks it's funny. And then he met another girl because he wanted to sleep with a virgin. She was 14 and she wasn't a virgin. And he got another one, 13. Then he went to another place in Brighton where he went down the girl there. I think she was 14 and she was a virgin. He kept in his first book, he put in, I love schoolies, he said. I want to sleep with a virgin. And in his book, he said, this will probably get me in trouble in the next 5 or 6 years. But that was Paul Sykes' books in 1972 when he wrote it. So the final agony was Paul Sykes written that book in 1972 when he was in jail. And he had written it because he fancied the school teacher. He was a proper fucking pervert. And he was very clever, articulated, and he written his own book. And he got a Kessler Award, it was called, for the book. He really did well. But that did he come to what he done? He just got Paul Sykes' sister to re-get the book out because I hadn't been in the domain for, say, 16 years or something. And he got a dodgy solicitor and they paid him £200 for the sister to sign the book over to War Cry Publishing, War Cry Press. So then they said to the lady, we'll now give you 50% of everything that's sold. They haven't given that lady one single penny. Ripped her off as well. Then they did it to a school teacher from down south. She gave them £1,500 to do a book, him and Rob Brenton. They kept the £1,500, never give the girl a penny back. That was Dale Brenton Hyde told me that story. She kept the full £1,500 because she was writing a book. She was a school teacher, and the ambition was to be a writer because she'd stopped being a teacher. And she gave them the full £1,500. She written the book of them and gave it to them. They never printed it, kept the money. Absolutely disgusting what they've done to people all over the country. And he just keeps doing it. He's so good at integrating with people. And you look at him and think, that divvy won't rep. This is what his trick is. I thought, I'm Brian Cockerill, I'm the tax man, I'll fight anyone. That silly bastard won't rip me. There's no way he's going to rip me. But he does. That's his ploy. You think in your head, an idiot like him wouldn't rip me. That's his little con move. He plays like dumb, as if he's stupid and stuff. But he's a pure con man. Like you said, his mum locks the door when she sees him coming. His daughter will not let him near his own kids. Won't let him near his own kids. And the grandkids won't let him near their fucking. Sorry, the kids won't let him near the grandkids. His brother won't let him near his kids. His sister won't let him in the house where the kids are. And his mum locks the door. She's frightened because he robs her, pinches out of her purse and everything. And the dad threw him out the house. The brother, how I know this is the nephew that works for Gary Bartlett, who does the Middlesbrough football team, and he does Geordie Shaw. He looks after them. He has big limousines, he takes them about and stuff. So he's got his massive security firm in Teesside, does all the doors and stuff. So his nephew come to see us, and he worked at Middlesbrough football ground. He used to sit in the ground with Maniok and the other friend. He went, oh, he said, oh, you won't not going to hit me out, Brian. I said, oh, he's stupid. Who are you? He went, I'm Jamie's nephew. I said, oh, you're all right. I said, listen, you can choose your friends, not your family. I said, sit down, you're all right. And we were all there, Tina Shaw. There was about 15 people in the hospital with us. It was on the night. And the nurses were okay, and doctors and that were just letting us have a coffee and stuff. We had to have all mass things on. And it was great. They come to see me in the hospital. The security lads were all right. I was getting hairdressers coming and doing my hair and everything. What hair I put left. Anyway, I was doing it in the garden. They let me go in the garden, get my hair cut. But it was nice. The people were lovely there. So I was there 3 weeks, but I had to sign myself out. And they said, Brian, they called her Jordan. Lovely lady she was. She said, I can get you back to normal in 6 weeks. Give me another 6 weeks. You need to stay. You're not going to be able to work. Your hands are not going to be able to work. You're not going to be able to walk properly because you haven't taught you how to do these exercises. She said, we're going to be in the gym next week. So I started going to the gym. 2 weeks I was going to the gym. She said, but next week you're in the ward where it's the hydro pool where you get to walk in the water. So within 6 to 9 weeks, I'll have you perfectly fit. I couldn't stay. I said, I started crying and thing with her. I said, look, I can't stay. My wife's getting threatened. And I told her the truth. She went, I can understand you now. I can understand where you come from. She said, but can you get the police? I said, the police, he's working with the police. I said, they're not interested in me because of who I am. I said, the police are just a total waste of space. I said, they're not bothered. They don't give a shit because he's a police informant. He's been known. So his nephew said, Brian, when we were all kids, he said he's mentally deranged. He said, when he's got his family members and that would get a present or something that was a little bit better than his. He's got a better present than me. He's jealous of everyone and everything. He says, my granddad, his nephew, I don't know if it was his granddad or whatever, said, kicked him out of the house. He caught him in bed with Paul Sykes' son when he was 16. Paul Sykes' son was asleep with him when he was 16. Not Paul Sykes, Paul Daniels, knows a magician. So I met Doyle when he was about 17, 18. And that Paul Daniels was there. It was me, Liam Henry, Patrick Henry, a few other people. And when we went to this house, Paul Daniels had a growth. I could smell the stuff. Anyway, later on, it was in the paper. Paul Daniels has been caught. The son of Paul Daniels, a magician from South Bank, I think it was from. Being caught, he was given a 3-year custodial sentence for being caught with cannabis. And guess what? Who grassed him up? Tinfoil blew him up because he told somebody in jail and come back to me and Liam. And he said, you know that lad who was in with Paul Daniels? So he's only grassed him up and gone 3 years and he got off. He was in there with his fingerprints were over all the gear, selling it. Got off again because he's a little snitch. But it was his nephew who told me, so you can't get out of it because your nephew will come on and tell the truth. He's from South Bank, and he was with him. That's who he was. That was his first fucking woo, wasn't it? Gave me fucking Vaseline, the Vaseline boy. So that young lad dressed him up. He said they kicked him out because what happened? His dad come home early from British Steel. He was old Scottish. Well, hey man, one of them. And come home, and drink whiskey and all that shit. Come home early, and he caught him in bed with that fucking Paul Daniels. You like this? Not a lot, but you like it. That was his catchphrase. So he kicked him out of the house. So none of the family members let him in. We had his sister sent a message to us. His cousin come to see us, and then his brother-in-law come. He was called Paul, and he was a cage fighter. He was a friend of mine called Mark Owens. Mark Owens was like a world champion cage fighter. He had 17 fights in America, and he won all his fights. So he come to see me. He said, "Look, I'll come see you and Emma." And he come round. We sat in there. I was on the bed. And he sat in the chair, he was talking, he said, he's a divvy, Brian. He said, he's come, I go with his sister now. He said, I've knocked him out 3 times. He said, Christmas time he's come round, thinks he's the big Billy Big Balls when he's on that fucking that brown stuff like you said. Off his tits on the Charlie, then he starts on people. When he gets to drink, a combination 2 or 3 drugs and then drink, he thinks he's hard. I said, yeah, he's done the same with me, mate. So he said, I just sparked him unconscious. Then he did it again and knocked him out again. The 3rd time, told me not to come back. He said 3 times you've been in, 3 times we've tried to do all right with you, and 3 times I had to knock you out, you're a fucking idiot. So his sister said, will you tell Brian to the nephew who come and tell them we have nothing to do with him. We do not want nothing to do with him. We have nothing to do with him. She's great. He's just a horrible fucker. She said, can't stand him. His mum, we met a woman in Colby New. She went, have you still got trouble with the fake off? I said, yeah. She said, well, I'm her best friend. His mum's, I live next door to her. And she sees him coming, not recently, like years ago, about 5, 6 years ago. She said, you'd see him coming, she'd run up and just lock the door. Would let him, his own mother won't let him in the house. That says it all. His brother, his sister, his nephews, his cousins, none of them will let him in the house. You'll never see him ever with any family members. Never see him with anyone. Because she won't let him in the house, Fat Shirley, because she's another narcissist. So them two are together with her son. The son hates him, his own son. He told me, he said, I can't stand him. He said, he's trying to make me box. I don't want to box. He's telling me how hard he was at boxing, but people are telling me he couldn't even fight. That's his own son slagging him off. He said, I don't want to box. So I said, listen, I'm not being funny. I'm just stuck to bed at the shop. Come back, me and Bobby with him. I said, look, I've got something to tell you. He said, he doesn't want to box. He was doing this to the kid. He was getting the gloves. The kid had the glove on. he was doing that, pushing the glove onto the kid's hand. The kid couldn't box. And it's just not for some people. I said, you can't make somebody do something what they don't want to do. You can't change his life. That's his own choice. Give the kid his own choice. And not you just want to, what do you want to be? So he said, I want to be a footballer. I said, well, you'll be a footballer. And then just give her a juice. She went, well done, Brian. She started clapping in the house. I said, don't go. And he looked at him like that. I could see he was looking at it. I thought, yes, kids, don't you fucking go mad with him later when I'm not here. And then when I got a phone call, because from there, she went, Brian, can you come over? He's starting on me and James again. He's bullying us. She said, he's just an arsehole. She said, he's there. He doesn't write the books. I write the books. I'm a secretary. And I work for the Sitting Advice Bureau. She said, no, I've been a secretary before. She said, I type the books. He can't ask him to type. He can't type. And that's when we started calling the favour offer and bullshitter. And she come out there. She said, I said, what's the matter with you? She said, well, my two daughters have come. And like his stepdaughters, the 9, 10-year-old, 10, 11-year-old, I can't remember what the age, young. They've come for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then going back home the next day, Boxing Day. He's come downstairs. They come downstairs. He's at the table sniffing that shit. Jameson sat there, about 10-year-old, his son, while he's in the room. What are you doing that for in front of me, little brother? How fucking dare you talk to me, you two cheeky cunts. Biggest lasses. Called them fat cunts, whatever he was calling them. He said, you pair of fat cunts, don't tell me what to do in my own house. This is my house and I'll do what I fucking want. I pay the fucking rent in here. I pay the bills. I pay for the food at this table. She went, should be food up your ass, you fucking dickhead. And they walked out the house. So they had to phone the dad then from Harrogate. He had to come all the way from Harrogate. So me and Bobby went over. It's 32 miles from me, 16 miles from me to his house. So me and Bobby went over. Went in and she was there crying. Woman's called. She went, he doesn't write the books. I write the books. He doesn't do any typing. He can't type. He dictaphones. I mean, I put the stenographer thing on. I do a stenographer them. So you don't even write your own books, and you pretend to all these people you're an author. You're a fucking crank. Anyone who's done a book with him, Eddie Elwood, ask him to type for you. Ask him to type in front of you. He can't type. He's a fucking liar. A complete crank. So she said, he's going to leave me for a girl called Joanna. And that's when Terry did, give me Coke. Joanna, give me Coke. Joanna, Terry written the song. And that's why they started calling that. So he was showing his wife, he was going, look at her there, look at her. See her there, she fancies me. I have women every day on the internet asking me for dates. Do you know how many people fancy me? Do you know how many women want me to leave you? Doing that to her, like a complete lunatic in the house, showing me all the stuff on the screen. I went, she said, he's absolute pure narcissistic bully. I thought, you need talk. Anyway, she said, well, I'm going to leave him. I've had enough of him. So I'm going to leave him. So anyway, I said, look, see if I can get him back home. So he was in the local pub. And, you have like stoppy backs. So he's blew £90 on the white stuff. And he made me take some. I bent all my nose, she said. I thought, fuck off. You can't make somebody take something. But I've got all screenshots as well where she sent me messages and everything. So anyway, I went and got him. Well, I said, I'm in the pub, so goes to the pub. Do you want a drink? I said, no. I said, what are you doing? I said, why are you home with the kids there? He said, oh, she's been doing this. I said, you can't be arguing Christmas Day. She's been telling you. I said, no. I thought something must be going on. I've been looking for you and she's in there and she's like quiet as a lamb type of thing. So I'm blagging that she hasn't told me, but she said, don't tell me you go Mary, it fucking, hit me or something. I'm scared of him now. So I said, oh, he won't. So anyway, I got him. So me and Bobby picked him up at the pub. I said, what are you doing? I said, haven't you gone home with Shirley? He went, oh, fuck her. She's getting on my nerves. She's saying this, that, and the other. He said, the daughters have just told me to fuck off and all that. But he didn't tell me because he was stiff and shit. So anyway, I said, look, it's Christmas, man. Women and kids, and it's the kids think it's a thing for kids. Just go and give it a fuck. I tell you what we'll do, we'll go to Middlesbrough because there's no shops open in this little village. In Middlesbrough, a little Pakistani shop will be open. We'll go and get us some chocolates, get us some Bailey's cream and all that. And I paid for it like that, couldn't give them the money. So I give them the money, took them over there, spent about 20 quid in petrol to get there and back. Took it to a lad. She said, just go and see me, mate. I just need to see him. Wish him happy birthday, happy Christmas. So me and Bobby's in the car waiting 20 minutes. He's sitting in my nerves. So I got up to the car and walked over. As I'm walking over, he's walked into the place, but I've seen where he's come out of, so I knocked on the lad's door. The lad said, hiya, Bri. It's me, Bri, how you doing? It's me, such and such. Called him White, the lad. I said, what's going on? He said, I was just getting some subbies. What the fuck, subbies? I thought it was sweets or something out of the shop. He said, Subutex. I said, no, what the fuck Subutex are? I said, like a form of heroin. I said, is that why he's off? He said, no, he buys them every day. He said, he goes through them blue things. Diazepam. He said, he goes through about fucking 3 strips of them a day. He said, he's my best customer. He's here every day, bye. And he's had me and Bobby there about 6 times, pretending it was his friend, could drop him some money off and pick some money up now. All the time he had me running about, I thought he's fucking scumbag. So anyway, I got him back with there, and they were okay after a couple of weeks. So anyway, we goes one day with Terry, and I'm going to do a documentary on it. It was called the Resurrection of Brian Cockerill. So I was waiting for Neil Jackson, who was a movie maker, sitting there at 6 o'clock, got in the bath, myself all clean, went on the sunbeds. And we went sunbed then, standing up, went on sunbed, and I was waiting. It's 8 o'clock. I have a little sleep there in the bed, 9 o'clock, and I thought I'm going to have to get a shave again here, fucking sitting here for 4 hours waiting. Turned up about 10 o'clock, I think it was, 11 o'clock. Where the fuck you been? You're supposed to come at 6. He said, he's had me all over Middles Drive and all over fucking houses looking for cracking, heroin and coke and all sorts of what he's after. Never again am I going to work with you, Jamie. He said, after he's finished with you, I'm a fucking funny man. I live in Harrogate. I live in, where was it you lived from? Harrogate? No, not Harrogate. He lived in Hexham, I think it was. He lives in Hexham. He said, I'm just a fucking, he said, don't get me wrong, when I was younger, I did bits and bobs. He said, I kind of thought if he'd throw the stuff on the floor in my car, and I got nicked. It's in my car, and he said, never again will I work with anywhere. I see him with the night out in Newcastle. He said, yeah, he's a waste of fucking space. He said, he's never ever smart. He's never ever, he's got that stupid green coat on all the time. He's minging, sweating like a pig. He said, cut ties from him, and I'll guarantee you, he will be the master of his own destiny. He just leave him, cut ties and get away from him. He said, Neil Jackson, he was right. He said, he'll just fall to pieces. Without you, he's got nothing. That's what happened to us. Yeah, so all we do, me and them, is help people in the community. We've been all over the place. We've been at their schools. Say I'm a paedophile and I'm a nonce. So if I was a paedophile and a nonce, Jimmy, how did I get in there? The school in Hartlepool, which is the one in the town centre. It was it's not a school, it was a hostel for kids up to 22-year-old. We were in there was 10 kids in it. Then we went to another place in Thornaby, it was a junior school. 3 buses come from 3 different other schools. I was in there talking over 100 kids. Then I went to South Bank, I did one in South Bank, talked to about 60 kids in there. Then I went to Blackhall. He was actually with me when we did the Blackhall one. In Blackhall, and they did the same with about 3 or 4 minibuses. And I talked to the kids in Blackhall and they went, oh, marvellous, thank you so much. And then I did another school, can't remember the name of it now, in Hartlepool. So I did but it was in all the papers, Hartlepool, and the other paper where I was in doing the kids. Now, when I was in jail, when I was in jail in 1996, I got a job as I did my level 1, 2, and 3 training instructor, where I can take over 50 people in one go. And I've got my first aid and all the other stuff. I did all the courses. I got my British Amateur Weightlifting Association badge. So I've got all that stuff. So I was allowed to go out of the prison that was finishing off. I was only in for driving offences. So that at the end, I got in this jail where I was only in about 4, 5, 6 months. For the last 6 weeks of my time there, they said, look, we want you to go to school. Go to the school where the kids are with DBS check, all clear. And we also want you to work in the sports centre with kids. They're really good with kids and that. So anyway, I goes in and I had to take kids, some handicapped kids and everything. I had to teach them how to swim. I was teaching like with the floats and that, and there was proper lifeguards and all that with us. And I used to take women on the thing where you hold the pads. I was holding the pads. I was in, how much do you hate your husband? Is he getting on your ass? She went, yeah, he is. Is he really doing your head? And why don't you give him a ride now? There he is there. Punch him. She's going, punch him. I said, oh, what about when he's more than that? Yeah, punch him. She's punching. Fuck out these pads. And she's come off. But I feel better now, Brian. I feel better now. And then another one would come on. We used to call it boxer size it was. And some of them had like handicapped kids in there. Even though, like my brother, I'll go mad with him sometimes. You don't mean it, but you'll do something like, you'll clean all the kitchen floor and clean all the tops. You'll walk in with mud all over his feet. And for fuck's sake, your head explodes sometimes. Or you'll walk him with the dogs, cake, mud all the way up the walls and everything, up the stairs. But he's got an illness, obviously. But sometimes you do lose your temper. I said that to these, and they went, yeah, you're right, you do. Even though you love them, you do lose your temper. So take her out in the bag. Anyway, I did that for about, I was there for 6 weeks. Then Christmas come, they wanted me to go to the school. So there was a school. The girl was called Julie. The lad was called Billy. He boxed for England. She was a swimmer. She swam for Leeds, I think Leeds swimming team or something. I was walking down the aisle like that where she was swimming. She was swimming faster than I could walk. You don't believe how fast they are. So I was in there for 6 weeks. So I was teaching like women how to box and stuff. Not proper boxing, just like getting there into a routine. And sorry, girls, but you're the dirtiest bastards on the planet when it comes to scruffy. When the men's showers and the men's, I'd go in there and I'd have to clean the men's out. It was just clean them out. I think the women was Tampax, dirty Tampax, just throwing where they go in the bathroom. I mean, they're fucking scruffy cows. I'm telling you, the women, they were the worst. Of the showers and the things where they were in were just absolutely disgusting. Where the men's were like easy to do, the women's were a fucking disgrace. I've never seen it like it in my life. No thingy whatsoever. Didn't even bat an eyelid when you went in. Just left all the mess everywhere. I used to have to clean all the showers out, jet wash them all down, and then I had to mop them out, and then I had to brush them at the end when they all dried out. But yeah, I was in there, and then I used to go. I did 4 women's showers, no, 2 women's and 4 men's showers in, like, where they play football and stuff. You open the door for them. You have these special key, a key to open the door. They'd go in and do football and that, and then it'd come on the changing room. That was it, changing rooms. And then I had to go and do. But I'd do another one where I had to get them out for gymnasts, even though I wasn't a gymnast. There was the last who was a gymnast who used to help her put them, the horse up and stuff like that. It was fucking hard work, but it was better than being in jail. Everyone was in jail. Right, I got targeted last night on Paddy channels. I got targeted last night on Paddy channel. It's the best. Yeah, just read that. Yeah, so anyway, I've lost my story now. So I'm in there training these people. So why would I get these jobs? And anyway, when I finished there, I called him Derek. And he said, Derek said, they've told me how good you are with the kids and that. And I was, we've got a lot of kids who are handicapped and that, Brian. He said, we could do with helping us, like voluntary work. And I said, look, I've done my stuff in there now. I said, I've fucking been in jail for 3.5 years for a driving offence. I said, fucking, I went out now and do my own stuff. So I still go to school to help kids and stuff. I still go and do talks. And I don't charge them nothing. And I still go into different places and see kids and that, and I've looked after kids all my life and helping them. But yeah, we try to do nice things, and you get that daft cunt coming along, like when we did the night with, and we sold the place out, 400 tickets. He never sold one ticket, that daft cunt, Scruffy Cunt Doyle. We went there, got there, there was loads of kids there. Oh, it's a taxman, man, and all that. He said, oh, Jamie went, let's just go up the back stairs and get in the back way, because they won't pay us. They'll just put photographs. I went, fuck off. I said, these are young kids for 12, 13, 14. The taxman, they've come in, they've stood here all night waiting for me. I'm not going to go around the back, sneak out of the way, not pay that fucking. Every person, I'm going to make sure they get a picture of me. Oh, no, I'm just going for a drink. That's where you're going for the fucking drink. So he went in. So we never sat in the front, and there was some kids in wheelchairs. And there's no way I'm going to fucking walk up the stairs, see a little kid in a wheelchair with his mum sitting on his, like, on the kid sitting on his mum's knee, and the mum's in a wheelchair, and walk up the stairs and leave them. I'll give a picture. Fuck off, that's not me. So I bent down and said, all right, guys, how you doing? And you had the young kids, put your hands up there. And he's put his hand up. Put your hand on there. So he put his front fist on there. I've done that with my hands as if he's knocking me out. The kid, about 12-year-old. And I'm like, you get me there that side. The kid's got his fist on me. But in the picture, it looks like I'm getting knocked out. Now you can tell everyone in the world you've knocked the taxman out. And, oh, mum, I've knocked the taxman out. I'm about 7, 8 years old. And anyway, I give must have been about 50 people I've done the pictures with downstairs and shook everyone down the row of the moon. So then I went in the club upstairs. It was a nightmare because my legs were bad. Got upstairs. I'm on stage talking. He goes to go on stage and he goes, so they give me the mic to talk. And hi guys, everyone okay? It's me, Brian Cockerill, the taxman. But hey, how you Brian? How you doing? How you doing? And all the people shout. He took the mic off me. Daft cunt. My name's Jamie Doyle. I'm here tonight. I'm just going to tell you who this man is. Give Brian the mic, please. Give Brian the mic. So give him the mic. So then Tony Grange took him, grabbed him, picked him up and moved him away, sat him down. Then I grabbed him and said, sit there. So we never paid £4 a ticket for you. We came here to see the legends. You don't have to bull the legend up. We all fucking know Brian Cockerill. Why do you think we paid the money? So give Brian the mic. So he took it back off me again. he honestly, God, what a fucking divvy. So they went mad to him, shouted at him, and he went, I've never been so insulted in all my life. And walked off the stage. Everyone was fucking pissing themselves. Shut up, Willie Wolf, and all sorts of calling him all sorts. They all knew what he was, with his pink shorts on. And all the travellers were going to batter him. All the travellers were going to batter him in the toilet. That was a nightmare. But all the people, I went there, I met loads of people up there. Drew Nice, the Dutchman, if you're all watching, guys, love you. I'm going to come back up and do another show. And this time, it sort of turned round. So he's got a bottle of tablets, but it was like this, like a bottle like this. Like a bottle like that, but it was brown, a brown bottle, but it was a plastic one. You know, you get medication off the doctor. She's drinking a diazepam at 36. By the time we got home, he only had 2 left. So from my house to there, in about 5-6 hours, he'd had 30 diazepam. And he had a bottle of vodka in my house, or Bacardi, and then another bottle of vodka, or a pint of vodka, sorry, in the nightclub. So the next minute, he turned around, he's like that. On the table, and Bobby's going. Oh, Bobby's fucking fumed because Bobby sat next to him. He's going, doing that, Bobby, like that. What a fucking dickhead. So everyone's laughing at him in the crowd. So the next minute, Shirley's texting him and me going, what's going on? Please tell me he hasn't overdosed again. I said, what do you mean overdosed? Well, he'd overdosed in front of Jameson, nearly died. And his dad, this kid's going, man, you're going to kill yourself, please. So he's throwing up, vomiting all over the floor, vomiting. So Shirley's going, has he overdosed again? I said, no, but he's fell asleep in front of the crowd. She went, he just can't have just a few bits of gear, or can't have a few tablets or a few drinks. He always has to push it to the limit where he fucking ruins it. Never swore, she said, when he ruins himself. She said, I really am sorry. I can only apologise on behalf of myself to you and Bobby and Tony Grange and Brian. I'm disgusted him, she said. So, honest to God, what a state. Getting him down the stairs, carrying him down. Stood outside doing that with his top off. Not his top off, pulling his shorts down and pissing on the floor like Paul Sykes doing that. And there was kids coming downstairs. But I stayed in the building out of the way of him because I could see what he was doing. So I went back in the building. I was just looking out the window at him. I could see him pissing on the floor. So I went in. I went in the back. Are you all right? The cook's in. A couple of lasses cook. I said, thank you very much, ladies, for the food, because I got pie and something else off them. And then I went on the back and I said, are you the cleaner? And yeah. I said, thank you so much. And I shook everyone, the managers and the manageress. And I went on the other side, even though it wasn't, they weren't there, they were playing pool. You all right, guys, everyone right? I said, yeah, shook everyone down there. He said, when they put a post out, they went, Brian Cockerill was fantastic. He was brilliant. He said he shook every single person's hand in the place. He never left until he shook everyone's hand and thanked everybody. And took pictures downstairs with all the children outside. The man's a legend, absolutely brilliant. He says, but please don't bring Sleeping Beauty again with you. What an embarrassment. So the next day, I got a phone call from Carlisle, and we were supposed to do a gig up there the next week it was. And he said, oh, because of the COVID, we're going to cancel it. So I said, phone him back about 4 days later. I said, was it because of him? Yeah, he said, Brian, we can't take a chance with him. We're army, all ex-army. Well, anti-drugs and anti-knife. So we want you there to speak about anti-knife campaign. We can't have him there off his head on drugs, because just ruin our business. He said, we can't take a chance with something like that, volatile like that. And that's when they all started fucking him off. Yeah, Timmy B. Oh God, Chris Richards brought. I seen him fall asleep. Yeah, you've seen Chris. He's fucking pathetic. What an embarrassment. The whole fucking place was like, what are you doing? Mental patient. Then he did it again when we went to Sean Atwood. He's on there off his fucking tits. Then he did it on Jimmy O show. Then he did it and I felt sorry for poor Paddy Maloney. So we're doing a documentary with Paddy Maloney, which is the altar boy. Paddy's in the house. He said, Paddy Maloney wants to fight you. And we're all lies again. Paddy phoned me in the hospital. So I've said nothing. It's he's a fucking crank. He's written off for the book. He sent me over. I've had to reprint the book and everything. He's a pure con man. So Paddy was doing the documentary, sat at the table doing the stuff, and all of a sudden there was a lad called Peacock, Neil Peacock, Neil Peacock, or Tony, I can't remember his phone for a second here now, Tony Peacock, I think, and he's doing it with him with another lad called Dan, the cameraman, and all of a sudden he said, next minute, it's him again asleep in the fucking living room while they're doing the documentary, in the kitchen at the table. He grabbed his trousers and doing all that fucking stuff. Macked out his fucking head again. Oh, sorry guys. We're trying to video and you're snoring, we can't hear a thing. Does it again, goes back in the kitchen, 20 minutes later, he's at it again. Snoring like a pig. He said, cut it, fuck it, I'm not doing it. Yeah, and he said, oh, tomorrow, he said, how can I do a documentary with you when you're fucking snoring? He said, you pissed out your head, you're full of drugs. He said, you've got no respect for anyone, you. He said, I don't want to do it with you. So he had to pull the plug on. I don't know if they did it in the end, but he said it was fucking ridiculous. Killing me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm going to shoot anyway, my hands are fucking killing me. So thanks for everyone watching tonight. Don't forget to push the like button. It's 52. It's a bit of a quiet night tonight because I knew it would be with football and stuff, but yeah, it's been great for everyone being on. Thanks so much. Don't forget to keep subscribed to the channel. It costs nothing, but we let you know when we're on. I think we're up to nearly 800 now, 35,800 I think it is. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, but yeah, the response is great again. But I'll be back on Paddy's again. Paddy's come back on ours again next week, so we're going to sort it out there. Where he's with mine once a week, now mine is once a week. But I'll probably get on there with him ball next week. Have a bit of thing. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot, mate. He is an idiot. You see some shots that idiot is doing. Yeah, he's a fucking clown. He is. He's just full of shit. The lies about the Paul Sykes movies coming out next month. It's been going on for fucking 8 years. It's all shite in that. I mean, listen, this gives it all away. When his sister stayed at his house for 2 weeks, all of a sudden, the ghost of Paul Sykes' glass went by like that. Watch this. You've got to watch this. I'll tell you where all you have to do is just listen to me. One thing to listen. One thing to prove he's a fucking divvy. Go on the Jimmy O show, GIMMYO show, SHOW. Jamie Doyle talking about Paul Sykes. You watch that show, you will piss your fucking pants laughing. Where he's talking to ghosts. The poster Paul Sykes lives in his house. I said, what does he do? Put the willies up, yeah. He was fucking raging with me. And also, the ghost rings the bell. And all of a sudden, he said, I was sitting there, and my typewriter turned into poltergeist. Doing that, I was typing like mad, and the next minute, it was me, Paul from the grave. Jamie, write my book. This is how insane this fucker is. And so we're going to use that against him in court. The insanityness of him. The ghost writing his book. The one where he's threatened to kill the dog walker, the one where he's threatened to kill another lad in the street, the one where he's threatened me in a wheelchair, the one where he's saying he's going to fight me, the one where he's shouting, I smoke crack and weed. So if I ask my solicitor and ask my barrister, all you have to do now is, you don't have to prove now because he's already admitted, self-explanatory, I smoke crack and weed. So we now, to the judge, want a drug chronicle test, which is 3 years it's in your system. He can't stay up for 3 hours. So he's going to blow it out of the water. And if he doesn't give that hair follicle, the case will be it'll be dismissed by a point of law because you're proven by guilt by not giving the. It's like when you go for you get pulled in, the police pull you over and you're speeding and they say, right, blow this bag, and you say no, you get fucking hammered, you get found guilty straight away. So instead of getting maybe a year's ban, you'll get something like 3 year ban, or £600-800 fine, and you have to resit your test or something. Where if you plead guilty, you probably get a year's ban and no fine or nothing. But that's one thing, and then there's the other bit where he's non-compass mentis, means you're insane. He's mentally deranged because he's saying he talks to Paul Sykes' ghost, lives in his house, and helps him write the books. and helps to talk to him and tells him what to do and everything in the house. So them few videos alone, as soon as the CPS watch them, they're going to think, how the fuck can you put this in front of a jury, a judge and jury? Not going to happen, but they only probably go in front of a magistrate anyway. But a normal magistrate will look at that. But you've got like the magistrates have a professional barrister at the front in the courtroom. They have a barrister that tells them the law. The magistrates don't know much about the law, but the barrister will say, well, the most you can give them is say 6 months, and they'll whisper to them and send little notes and stuff. But they don't really know, because most of them are like farmers or fucking might have a restaurant or something. So they're civilians, a lot of them are Freemasons. So they sit there and reside out the back over and decide what they're doing with that. That other one will send messages from, like, type through to them to say what to do, so they don't look stupid. Because years ago they used to just talk to them over the table, and you could hear what was going on. Yeah, that's what he's been doing, mate. Living off the back of it's called vicariously living off the coattails of other people. Grip the coattails of them and vicariously live off their name. Paul Lee Duffy for years, Paul Sykes for years, Brian Cockerill, and now he's trying to get obviously Dumbledore, but Dumbledore won't tell a book. He's not known. He's done a few bodybuilding shows. He's done well at the bodybuilding, but he's not known as a fighter. And if he was known as a fighter, he'd come up. You see, like Lenny McLean, everyone knows the governor. You see Roy Shaw, top fighter, Melvin Buckland, Matt Legg, Brian Cockerill, Lee Duffy, looking Ernie Buke, all them top fighters. And he's offered us all out. Fuck off. He never mentioned him in his years, but as soon as that silly cunt's come along, he's in his head. Because Elwood, obviously, you can see he's a big dozy cunt, thick as fuck. And he's a master manipulator, Doyle. Boyle's a master manipulator and getting into people's heads. But he will leave him, well, fuck all, he won't get a penny off him. He'll rip the eyes out of him, and then what he'll do is move to another village, and you'll never see him again. That's what he keeps doing. He keeps moving from village to village. He rips people in the villages, he gets drugs off them, he bumps the bills up, and then he fucks off, and he gets his windows put through. He phones the police, and then they move him again. But he's giving them information, so he's going from village to village, town to town, and giving information. All them people keep getting arrested all over. It's because they're telling him stuff. Because he's sitting there with a recording pocket with a recording on, recording everything he's saying. He's going to the police and giving it to the police. And even whether they can't use that in court, it still puts them on to say, oh, I was involved in that robbery, I was involved in that shooting, I was involved in that such and such. And then they're on to you then. Even though they haven't got, it's no good for court, because you're not allowed to record someone unless you've got proof, permission off them. It's inadmissible, but it's still enough for the cops to listen to him, right? It's him who's done this. So they're onto the right person then straight away, because they don't say Tommy Smith. We're onto him. So they might have, like, say, 20 different people. I think could be Andy Jenkins, it could be this one, could be that one, that one, that one, that one. But he's got him saying, oh, I did that robbery in such and such 25 years ago. It's me, Tommy Smith, right? We've got him. And they'll just keep bugging the houses and all sorts, so they'll get the person what he's given the information on, and that's why this cunt's getting away with it, because he's beneficial to the police. Any other person would have been charged. I know a lad who had crack cocaine psychosis. He kept phoning the police 4 times. He phoned them. On the 4th time, they'd done him, and he got a £2,000 fine. The 5th time, they've done him again, and he got another £2,000 fine. So unless it's serious and they come out and they catch the person, you actually get done for wasting police time. You only have to do it 2 or 3 times, and they actually do it for wasting police time. And you get thousands of pounds of fine. I'm not joking, because you could be phoning the police out. They could be coming to your house for a made-up story with you, and it's all in your head full of drugs, where they could be getting sent somewhere. There's somebody on the motorway dying of a car crash or something, so the police are getting there to save them, but they can't get there because they're at some crank's house like Boyles, talking shit to him about lies, making lies up. I've got the authorities in my house every week talking to me. Brian Cockerill's getting put away. I'll make sure these. Yeah, he's a weirdo, mate. He's the weirdest fucking weirdo I've ever seen in my life. Proper weirdo. Anyone bullying up pedos and laughing about Jimmy Savile and laughing about Fred West and Rose West, there's definitely fucking cuckoo in the head. Mentally cuckoo. And then playing bike. What's tonight? I'm going to go upstairs and watch. I'm going to watch match of the evening, or watch the football, and I'm going to have another bit of food. I might do a bit of biceps before I go to bed. I might do a bit of legs before I go to bed. I might have the off today, so I'll tell you. My back's a bit tight. Yeah, my eyes haven't been as bad for the last few days, you noticed. very questionable videos. Oh, he's weird, mate, and he's fucking weird when he stood with the pink shorts on. My name's Jamie Dyer. I'm gonna fight you. Fine. Windows ajar. Windows ajar. I'll meet you. Steel City Gym. 11 a.m. Well, that means windows ajar. That means in English, win, lose, or draw. So every time I go to do's, I'm going to do the. You told me to do the voice, and they all shout, "Yeah, do the voice, do the voice." Like that. So when I go every do, I'm going to take the fucking piss out of him at every single do, every time. My name's Jamie Dyer, and I'll fight you. I'm 5'8". No, you're 5'6". Win of the draw. That means win, lose, or draw. Steel City Gym. That's Steel City Gym. 11 a.m. And I'm gonna school you. I'm gonna school you. I'm gonna box you. I'm gonna buy you. You can't box. You cannot box. I'll meet you. Steel City Gym, 11 a.m. Win of the draw with 20-ounce gyms on. You mean 20-ounce gloves? You fucking balloon. 20-ounce gyms. 20-ounce gyms. And I'll fight you. 11 a.m. You must say it about 40 times. You never turned up. You never turned up. You bellender. Win of the draw. Win of the draw. You know what, Nick? He's all laughing while I went. Everyone can't let go. Win of the draw. My name's Jamie. Imagine him with the fucking. You imagine him in there. You imagine him like with the mask on. You go, put your hands up. It's my day in the dial. Win of the draw. Who is it? You think? I know who that voice is. You'd fucking catch him straight. You wouldn't need a fucking a bloke to analyse his voice. Jimmy V's peas, pants laughing. Write a book and call it Win, Lose, or Draw. I'll write the book Win, Lose, and Draw. Win, Lose, and Draw. Fucking bellend. He's never. And by the way, he's never had one single fight in the ring. He told us all. He said to me, "I boxed 23 times. I think it was in the ABAs, and I was in the final 3 years in a row." I asked the lad who trained him. He said, "Brian, you had 3 sparring sessions in the ring." Steve Mack was there. I like call Abdul knocked him clean out. And the other one was Raggy. Raggy was there. He said, "Brian, you can't fight." But my cousin sparked him in the ring. And after that, John Dryden kicked him out of the gym. Then he went to Matty Turner's and he was hitting below the belt. He barred him out as well. So all the gyms barred him out because he can't fight. He's just a little fucking nobody. Pretending he was. When I was boxing, I was doing so good in my boxing career. I was making so much money. What a fucking liar! You've never boxed as an amateur. You've never boxed for money once in your life. How come over the last 15 fights in Teesside, every time you got punched in the face, you run away or you run like fuck up the street and phone the police? You're a fucking sniffling little coward. You just hide behind the police. You've got no life. Everyone's laughing at you on here. Win the guy. Win the guy. You're a fucking idiot. Steel City Gym. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. And I'm going to school you. See? Everyone fucking knows you're a fucking idiot, look. Right, guys, love you all. I'll see you soon. You're all legends on here. And, yeah, we'll talk about something decent tomorrow. We've just talked about him just to have a laugh. He's fucking funny. That was hilarious, that. Win the job. Win the job. Win the job.